What's going on? It's your dog, Art Man. Art Man, the motherfucking great. And we're back with another boxing conversation. Kind of did a little pop up show. Didn't really let everybody know we was live. But fuck it. Might as well chop it up. You know what I'm saying? It's Sunday. We had decent cards on yesterday. I ain't really watched too many fights yesterday. The fights was kind of nah. Nah. That Goucher versus Elijah fight, man. I ain't like that shit one bit. Goucher versus Elijah Garcia, whatever his name is. I ain't like that shit now one bit, man, the way they did that dude. But when I was watching it yesterday, I'm like, Goucher, he's really like a blue collared ass boxer. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just goes in there and he fucking works. He just goes in there and fucking work. And he did his thing and they fixed it. They took that opportunity from him. They snatched it, man. They said you lost. And I'm just like, that nigga didn't lose that fight, man. Everybody's seen that shit. He said fix the spelling in my shit. Yeah, I should. Hold on, let me fix that shit. Whatever it is. I'm low key stoned right now, so let me see. Oh, I put Gervontaa. Why is Gervontaa so quiet? Hey, I'm high, man. Fuck it. We about to get even higher. But anyways, look. Gervonta Davis, man, he's been fucking quiet as fuck, dude. Super quiet. And it got me thinking, like, man, did Roach spark that flame in Gervonta that everybody been calling for? That hunger. That hunger make a nigga get back in the ring and get focused. Did Roach do that? Hold on, let me get my fucking lighter. Hold on. Where is the lighter? Yeah, but did Roach spark that flame? Let me find out. Let me find out. Roach motivated the people. You know what I'm saying? He motivated the man. He said that's that humble pie. Could be. Hold on, let me get some of this water real quick. I'm about to start cooking. Hold on. All right, man. So yeah, this guy Gervonta Davis, he what they say the young guys say the aura, even the aura right now is kind of like because they approached him like, "Yo, what's up, Gervonta? What's going on?" And even though dude was on some weirdo shit, Gervonta energy seemed like, you know what I'm saying? He not in that mood no more. I think Roach humbled him. I think Roach humbled him. Kind of sad a dude from a smaller division had to do that, not an undisputed champ or a champion in his own division. Hey, it had to be done though. It had to be done. That Roach fight had to happen. You know what I'm saying? Some could say it happened for the good for Gervonta Davis because it humbled him. Now he might take this boxing shit a little serious. It humbled him. Said Devin should pull up on him and sit on his car. How Tank did him after that Ryan fight. Said Roach put belt to ass. And I told, look, these niggas thought, bro, this how you know Roach was putting belt to ass. Wouldn't know how Roach was putting belt to ass because I just posted on my Twitter. I said rewatching this classic fight, and I'm literally just like, because I was eating and watching it from my iPad, but I'm like, fuck, let me record it real quick, just to let I'm part of the new gen. I want to post some shit on social media, so I'm like, okay, let me post, what I'm watching on social media. It's a clip of fucking Roach popping with a right, and then popping with another fucking right while he was trying to talk to the ref. And somebody thought I was trying to be funny on some, ha ha, I'm watching this classic fight too with Devin Haney versus Ryan. So they trying to troll back, and I'm like, damn, niggas think that's trolling because I'm posting a picture of, a video of the fight. That lets you know Roach was putting belt to ass. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna add a little fuel to the fire. So I reposted a clip of Roach fucking putting the paws on him, and dude, he had nothing to say. He had nothing to say after that because you can't lie. Roach was working. Roach was fucking working. Roach was fucking working. Couldn't get mad at me, and you couldn't get mad at Roach. All these niggas mad at Roach. Oh, that nigga Roach is corny. He corny because what? Because he fucking went in there and did his fucking thing? It's because he went in there and hit your man with counter rights upside his head? Nah. Niggas ain't corny. This shit what it is what it is. And here's my thing. What would make me a fucking hater if I was like, oh, well, everybody can beat up on Gervontaa now? Nah, I ain't saying nothing like that. Roach is just a nigga that was prepared. He got history with this dude. It's like I was watching the fucking Matrix. Shit. It's like I'm watching the Matrix because everything tanked through. It's like Roach knew he was gonna throw that shit. Literally, I'm like, man, Tank's trying to throw overhand left. Roach is rolling that shit or dipping under it and countering with a fucking right hand. I said, oh shit, this nigga's prepared. The niggas is mad at him. Oh, Roach, he got this 15 minutes of fame. Nah, nigga, ain't no 15 minutes of fame, bro. Everybody said he was supposed to be slept, knocked out on the floor, looking up at the stars, the ceiling, the banners. But nah, he went in there and knocked the grease out your man eye. Knocked the grease off his head, and it dripped down to his eye, allegedly. But it got that man quiet. But it is what it is, though. This is boxing. And I ain't saying that I want him to fail or anything like that. No, I want Tank to come back 100% for the rematch. Because if Roach go in there and win, ain't gonna be no excuse. He need to go ahead and cut the braids off, though. That nigga Tank got to come in a rematch with a fucking Caesar. With a ball fade. Give me a number 6 on the fucking window. That nigga got to come in there with a fresh fade. That nigga got to wear a wave cap to the motherfucking press conference for the rematch. Said, hey, Roach might have the best shoulder roll defense. Roach was rolling them punches, man. I was like, damn. Said shit. I thought he was gonna be asleep. Roach is 7. Shit didn't happen though. He said ball fade. Yeah, nigga need a ball fade. Gervontaa got to come back with a motherfucking. He got to get one of them Nas joints with a little cut on the side, like right here. You know what I'm saying? Roach was slick. He was slick. He was slick like grease. No pun intended. Man, it'd be some delusional Tank fans trying to argue me that Tank won that fight. I'm like, dog, bro, we done watched several Tank fights, man. We didn't see Tank win with one hand, nigga. This was not a fight that he won. He's lucky to get a draw. Same way y'all wanna hold that shit on Dev. Oh, I still see the Dev. I still see it was a loss as that nigga. Don't want us to play that game, nigga. Niggas was lucky to get a fucking draw. Lucky to get a draw, bro. What? Man, am I hating when I say that? Because niggas was boy, y'all was praying. Y'all was on your knees and praying when that commission, like Tank Bros on taking a knee, but y'all was taking a knee too, praying that the commission wasn't also we gonna make this shit into a fucking roach fight. Man, y'all lucky. Said draw off out the knee too. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if it was not, bro, if they would have counted that knee, called that shit as a knockdown, nigga, you'd have lost. Roach would have been the new champ, nigga. Like he should be the new champ regardless. But bro, if nobody knew who Tank was, let's say I'm just introducing this fight to just some random ass person, and they just watch that fight, nigga. They not like the man fans looking at this shit, bro. Like, oh well, maybe because he's Tank, he's gonna get the A side advantage. Nah, niggas is looking at like it was a good competitive fight, but one guy had the edge. You know what I'm saying? And it was Roach. How motherfuckers think David lost to Lobo is really how Tank lost to Roach, but they don't want to say that. And then I asked them, I said, what fight was more close? Loma versus Haney or Roach versus motherfucking Tank? And niggas is looking like they don't know what to fucking say because y'all know what time it is, bro. That Haney versus Loma fight, I'm sorry, and I don't care who even tries to say, "Oh, our man he's a fan and all this shit." And no, I don't give a fuck. I watched that fucking Haney versus Lomachenko fight several times. You can say 8-4, but you can really argue 9-3. The more I watch the fight, the more I see Devin Haney separated himself from Lomachenko in that fight. Lomachenko kept it competitive, but he did not do enough to win complete full rounds, especially going against somebody who is throwing body shots, controlling the ring, backing you up, and outlanding you. But nah, they're gonna say, "Oh no, that's not what happened." I mean, did you hear Tim Bradley, bro? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I watched that fight. I analyzed that. I know what I'm watching. Reason why off of first watch with that Roach fight, I was leaning towards Roach. Like, yeah, I feel like Roach won this fucking fight. And then a lot of people agree. A lot of people feel like the fix was in. But you know, it is what it is. And speaking of fixes in, man, what's up with PBC, bro? What's going on? Niggas talking about Turkey. Niggas talking about Turkey. Bro, what did we just watch last night? I just watched Goucher beat the fuck out of this kid, Elijah Garcia. Beat the fuck out of this kid. Straight rights down the fucking middle. Took his young ass to school. Nigga, they read the scorecards. They gave that shit to motherfucking Garcia. Goucher was just like, nah, whatever. Nigga, that's some sucker shit right there. I can't rock with that shit. Y'all need to fix that. Fix that. Fix that shit. But yeah, man, Gervonta Davis, man, he's been quiet. Hopefully, you know, all his fans, they got high hopes. You know what I'm saying? They say he training. And I hope so. I want to believe that too. I want to believe Gervonta's in the lab, working hard, getting ready for Roach rematch. Oh shit! Shit scared the fuck out of me. Nah, but yeah, I'm glad that people are talking about a rematch, and he's not talking about another fight. This fight has to happen. It has to happen. Tank can't go out like that. There's a nigga walking around this earth saying, "Hey, nigga, I went to fucking, I went in a, I had a boxing match with Gervonta Davis, and I'm living to tell the story my fucking way." That nigga said Gervonta said he had an off night. No, they saying he had an off night. Nigga, I made him have the off night, nigga. That was me. Damn. You got a nigga walking around like this, nigga. You ain't hit him with the wicked uppercut that you hit Leo Santa Cruz with. You ain't hit him with the uppercut that you hit Pitbull Cruz and them niggas with. You ain't hit him with none of that shit. Roach was putting a pause on that man, dude. In the exchange, and I like that exchange because it shows skill. Because if this was anybody else that Gervonta Davis was fighting outside of like Shakur and Devin Haney, he probably would have put the motherfuckers to sleep because he was throwing them bitches fast. But Roach was just catching and shooting, dipping and slipping. He said, "We'll see if it's an off night in the," and that's what I'm saying. Any more excuses? Any excuses tonight? Any excuses tonight, Tank? Boy, that shit happened like that Tarver 2 fight. Niggas gonna be sick as fuck. Niggas gonna be on the fucking gram and on the fucking Twitter or X, whatever y'all call it these days, going crazy. Tank had niggas want to be water boys or shit for him and motherfucking towel boys. And I'm not joking. Niggas was on the timeline talking about they'll be a tie. They want to quit their job. He'd be a fucking towel boy for Tank. Boy, if Tank get a fucking L from Roach, you think niggas still gonna want to be his towel boy? The way these fans so damn fickle. Said Roach needs to say something like that in the ring. Any grease in your eye tonight, Tank? Nah, real shit. Any grease in your eye tonight, Tank? Nah, I ain't gonna lie. If this nigga Tank go in that fight with a fucking if he cuts his hair off, bro, that's telling. That's very telling. That's very telling. Said Tank didn't even want the rematch. He's scared of Roach now. These niggas talking about an immediate rematch. I ain't hear, and that's what I'm saying though. Everybody talking about a rematch and June 21st around Juneteenth and all this shit. Everybody's talking about, nigga, I haven't heard Tank say none of that shit. I ain't hear this nigga Tank say anything. Y'all talking about rematches and shit. What this man talking about? Matter of fact, let's pull it up. Then the last thing he tweeted was from fucking this woman talking about his hairstylist. Nigga, why you blaming the hairstylist? Niggas is blaming that. Where they do that at? Niggas is blaming hairstylists for taking a knee. And then he reposting this fake ass AI shit. Niggas talking about some taking it. You can take a knee. And then this nigga he retweeted Amanda Serrano talking about talking about some 1 year ago today. I had to cancel my homecoming fight in Puerto Rico for the same mistake, getting my hair done 2 days before and then burning my eyes from a run before the fight. Never again. My natural hair is just fine. Ladies, ladies, not men, ladies. This shit is crazy, bro. But bro really haven't tweeted for real, like making those statements saying, hey, I want the rematch right away, or we ain't talking about a rematch. We don't know what that nigga want to do for real. Rest in peace to George Foreman, though. Let's see what the fuck Leonard Illa be talking about. Nothing. It's nothing. The last tweet about the fight was from March 6th. Told y'all from the rip he was a good, but he ain't beat Tank. No, he said, I told y'all from the rip he was good, but he ain't beat Tank. He ain't beat Tank. Leonard Ellaby said that March 6th. What day is today? March 23rd. Boy, them niggas is quiet, ain't he? That nigga usually tweets a daily Tank over everybody. Leonard Ellaby tweets a daily tweak Tank over everybody. Where is that at? Where's that tweet at? Cause he know if he tweet Tank over everybody, nigga say not over Roach. Take over everybody but Roach, nigga. Fuck you talking about? And that's when niggas gonna start getting mad. Oh, niggas is trolling. Yeah, and then niggas gonna say, hey, nah, I gotta put that shit to the bed in the rematch. Till then, we don't know if Gervonta Davis is a better fighter than Roach. We don't know that. We don't know that. Last time I checked, them niggas had a draw. Right? So yeah. You can't say Tank over everybody, Tank over Roach. Nah, we gotta see it. Let's see it. I love pissing some Tank fans off for real, because I'm a Tank fan too. I like Tank, but nah, I ain't one of them Chrome Heart fans. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. Nah, he went in there and fought somebody that was good. He fought somebody that was good, and that's the thing. I never discredited Roach and said like Roach is whack or anything like that. Yeah, I said, yeah, you're fighting somebody that's coming up from weight 130, nigga. Why are you fighting a guy that's coming up from 130 when you could be fighting the likes of fucking Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney? That's reasonable. That's reasonable hate, right? I'm not necessarily hating saying that he's trash, and I never said he was trash, but I'm just like, bro, this is somebody that Herring beat, which is true. And you're fighting this guy over Shakur Stevenson, an undefeated fighter, undefeated champion. And I get Roach is a champion, but not in the weight class that you're about to fight him in. But man, you brought this guy up, and he was comfortable, super comfortable. Roach went in there comfortable. Roach looked like he could have left and went to the club same night. Got a drink, politic, got a couple numbers. That nigga left that motherfucker clean faced. He took a little punches, you know what I'm saying, a couple here, but no big. Put a little ice on it. He good. And this is the KO specialist. He went in there with the KO specialist like he went to fucking Red Lobster. He went in there and dined and got the fuck up out of there. Paid his bill. He's about business. You know what I'm saying? He was about business. The Tank, niggas talking about off nights, boy. Off night or not, nigga, that was a knockdown, boy. You took a knee. And then went back to your corner. Said Tech gave 2 FBA brothers paydays back to back. I thought you liked that. Yeah, I do. That's why I bought the fight. I bought both fights. I bought both fights. So what are you saying? Yeah. And guess what? Now I'm over here thinking like, yeah, I got a gang of PTO. I got like fucking 40 hours of PTO. I fuck around and motherfucking use that shit on just flying out to fucking Vegas just to watch that fucking fight for the weekend. Might as well. Hell yeah. Our man Apparel, we doing some good numbers in 2025 too. I got a big order this week. I've been waiting for this week. I got a big order. Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, where's that? Where the flight's at? Where the fight's at? I'm not trying to see something. Announce something, LB. Announce something, Tank. I need to announce something. Tell me where to go. Tell me where to motherfucking go, like E40 said, nigga. Or tell me where to go. Tell me where to go. Wherever. I'm with it, nigga. I'm trying to see the fight. What if Roach pull this shit off? Niggas gonna be sick. Psst. Niggas gonna be sick as fuck. Shout out to my dude. Say explain why the ref called timeout before starting the count. Nigga, you tell me. Nigga, I'm not no professional referee, nigga. I'm a fucking illustrator. It's my profession. I get paid to paint pictures. I'm not a ref or a judge. So I'm a fan of boxing. I support boxing. I use some of my money I make off of illustrations and I put it back into the sport of boxing. That's what I do. So don't go be asking me what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Tank can only beat Roach if he boxes for 12. Tank has no fucking. He had no backup plan. No backup plan. And it makes me feel like, was all that shit that the coach was talking about, was that shit cap? Was that shit cap? Oh, niggas ain't pushed the button on Gervonta. I'm just waiting for somebody to push the button. Push the button. Push the goddamn button. Nigga. The buttons was pushed when he's fighting Roach with them fucking counter right hands. Gervonta be like, throw some shit, Roach. Pow. Right hand down the middle. Right hand down the middle. And it makes me think like, damn, that's all it takes? You tell me that's all you have to do is just shoot the right hand down the middle? You got to punch with Gervonta Davis? This is for fair use only. Fair use only. Look at this. That counter right hand. That counter right hand made him back up, dude, every time. It's like Gervonta, he'll get in the pocket like, okay, I'm about to throw some shit. He start bamming them fucking left hooks, and them shits he was throwing them motherfuckers fast. But Roach would catch that shit, and then he'd be like, right down the fucking middle with that right hand. And Gervonta Davis, he'll get popped, he'll stumble back like, oh shit. This nigga just punched my shit down the middle. Like niggas is not doing that. When I do that, that's usually cue for niggas to fold up like that, like Frank Martin. They pushed that button that he took a and niggas gonna say we hated. Nah, niggas ain't hated. Niggas ain't hated. Niggas is not hating. Y'all know what happened. We watched the same fight, bro. The KO artist went in there and didn't get a KO. He narrowly escaped that one. That was a close one. I said Roach Dev had more power with 35. Yeah, Tank felt that. He felt that shit. He felt that shit. Tank felt that shit. And then after the fight, talking about I could have KO'd him. Nigga, why you ain't do it in the fight? What you talking about, nigga? Ain't no coulda, woulda. Now you sounding like your fans, nigga. What? Okay, well, shit. Time to run that shit back then. Yeah, man. Shit's just crazy. Yeah, man. I'm just sitting back, just thinking, like, dude, this man was talking about retiring, and then went in here and had a competitive fight with Roach. What if it's the beginning of the end, y'all? Good things come to an end. Good things don't last forever. Eventually, it fades out. Gervonta had a little good run though, for real, because if you really think about it, he was able to like achieve so much in such a little time. But everything it worked. It worked really well. Like his career, the people they handled, his opponent selection. It was almost perfect. Almost perfect. The reason why it was almost perfect is because he didn't really follow up after the Ryan Garcia fight. He was supposed to fight like another big name by now, but instead he went on like a Rolly cruise. You know what I'm saying? That type of wave. And that's just kind of like that type of shit. Like Cruz and motherfucking all them people. Said Blue Magic Grease has more effect. Tank be the greatest manufacturer. Could Tank be the greatest manufacturer champ ever? Uh, you got to really think about it. He was able to he he sold some successful pay per views. You know what I'm saying? Like 300K, a million with Ryan Garcia. That's good. That's a good investment. And then he didn't really have to take no crazy ass risk like that because when he fought bigger guys, some guys were on rehydration clauses and shit. But he still went in there and performed. But he was able to achieve so much without doing like the traditional, going like the traditional way, which is like fighting contenders and then fighting champions and then unifying belts. For him to be in the game so long, for him not to unify any belts, I don't think I've ever seen Gervonta with like multiple world titles ever. You know how Nui and like Better Beeve and Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson and all these guys, they've held multiple belts before at one time. I've never seen that with Gervonta. There's no picture I could pull up of Gervonta with some world titles, multiple like the WBC and the IBF belt together, like an Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? Or like an Errol Spence after fighting Ugis, all three belts. You know what I'm saying? Unified. Never really seen that with Gervonta Davis, but somehow he became very successful, and that's cool. That's lit. But now it's like, man, you know what I'm saying? You made your money now and all that shit. But nigga, we want to see some fights. But hey, I guess this Roach fight is just gonna have to be what we're just gonna have to accept this Roach fight as, the top of the line fight. But it is what it is. Roach, he earned his way into becoming, saying you know, somebody right now. He earned his way. He ain't lucked up. He went in there, he put in the hard work. He had his trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? He lost to that motherfucking woman beater Herring, but you know what I'm saying? He came back. He came back on the biggest stage. If anything, fuck that Herring loss now. Fuck that Herring loss because he just went in there against somebody who's way fucking more dangerous than fucking Herring. And he went in there and showed him that he's better than what he was before. He's not that same guy that he was who lost to Herring. He is a much better fighter, and he showed that. So you got to give him his respect. But man, these Gervonta Davis fans, they saying fuck Roach. His 15 minutes of fame is almost up, and he a op, and he can't dress and all this shit. He trying to be like Tank. Said Tank is done mentally. Devin was booed in the same arena after Ryan Cheeto. Tank asked the crowd, "Why you booing me?" Devin said, "Allah's perfect plan." That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I respect Devin Haney because the mental, it takes a lot to go through that type of shit. to get cheated and people hating on you every day. You know what I'm saying? People trying to paint you as the villain. You really the good guy because you're not the one on drugs. You ain't not the one. You're not the one on probation and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Getting into wild shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't got to talk about all that, but we already know. Yeah, he ain't doing all this wild shit. But niggas is saying, oh yeah, that's the villain. How is he the fucking villain? And niggas like Ryan Garcia is the hero? That would never make sense to me. But Dev, he has the mental, he's strong. And I feel like he's gonna come back and whoop Ramirez's ass. He has to. Because if not, they're gonna write him off. They're gonna say, oh well, your undisputed room is trash and you're trash and we don't care that you got cheated, even if it affects your career in the long run. We don't care because you hurt our feelings when you beat Lomachenko and you pushed him. Straight up. Said facts, Dev's literally the good guy. And that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all make it seem like I'm some type of big super Devin fan. I'm not. Bro, there's bigger. The dude on Twitter, Jay is back. The dude, Jay, whatever, the dude from New York, the dark skinned dude with the dreads, that's Dev's number one fan. I'm not Dev's number one fan. I just rock with Dev because he gives me what I ask for as a boxing supporter. He gives me championship fights. If he's not fighting a champion, he's fighting a top contender. If he's not fighting a top contender, he's fighting a former champion, or he's fighting somebody in the top fucking five, top three. You know what I mean? Like, what am I, bro? And you guys notice the reason why y'all know Dev is giving y'all the fights that y'all want is because y'all saying, damn, Dev should fight Boots. And y'all trying to speak that shit into existence. And y'all know a fight like that can really happen because Dev's the type of guy that will take on the challenge. Unlike your favorite fighter, the guy taking a knee. You know what I'm saying? Niggas matching Dev name up with Boots. Niggas wouldn't matching Tank name up with anybody like that. They not even trying to match Tank name with Shakur. They saying Shakur's too boring to fight with fucking Tank. What's going on, Dirk?
What's up, bro?
I'm over here just cooking.
Colin, Colin. How you been?
Doing good on artmanapparel.com, the best boxing merch in the game, artmanapparel.com. DM me if y'all want some custom work too. I'm also taking a lot of commission work because we always working on artmanapparel.com. But yeah, we doing good, man.
That's good.
Javante
Yeah, man.
Davis. Javante Davis, man, he's so quiet right now. That's what the topic is. We talking about how he's so quiet. Everybody think he in the lab working, but is he really?
That nigga's usually tweeting up a storm, but to be fair, after a fight, Tank usually does go quiet. He'll be back on Twitter soon. Don't worry. Especially when that rematch get made. Trolling.
They gonna throw the fuck out of him. They ain't gonna let that nigga breathe. I already know it.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It's boxing. This shit come around full circle. His fans was talking like this shit could not happen to bro. Like there's no way that this nigga. And I'm telling you, like bro, like Staniosis told Boots, everybody has flaws. You
I,
have flaws. I have flaws. Javante Davis has flaws, but people act like they can't see it.
I told y'all I keep comparing Tank to Mike Tyson, bro. Mike Tyson at his peak, niggas thought he was unbeatable. And if you think about it, some similar things about Tank and Mike Tyson. Like they got like an aura about them, especially with casuals, that they can't be beat. They gonna knock everybody out. Yeah, bro, he can definitely be outboxed. And Ben said Shakur,
Outboxed
yeah, he definitely can.
because
Yeah,
just look at his punch stats.
yeah,
Just look at
it's
his
too
punch
inactive.
stats.
It's too inactive.
It's too inactive. Yeah, he's knocking shit out, but it's too inactive. What happens when the guys has good defense and
So
he's
like,
countering?
it's one thing when you do it against fighters with like a low boxing IQ, like Isaac Cruz, who just spams a hook every damn time, man. Ryan Garcia or even Frank Martin. Frank is talented, but the man started boxing at 18. He don't have the experience.
He was
Guys like
scared.
Lamont, yeah, guys like Lamont Roach, they've been boxing their whole life, bro. Shakur, them type of guys, they can definitely give him
Haney,
problems.
all them guys are giving problems. But you
Haney,
know,
yeah, I'll
yeah,
give
no,
Haney a less of a chance than those other guys,
check
though.
this out. Check this out, Dirk. Somebody
Yeah,
brought this to my attention. Hear
yeah,
me out. You know how he took a knee in that fight, you know what I'm saying, with Roach
uh huh,
and all that, and went back to his corner and all that shit. Somebody said they seen some similarities in that Devin Haney sparring clip, the full sparring clip, not that 30-second clip that niggas was just running with. The full sparring clip. There was several times in that fight or that sparring, where Tank wanted out. He went back to the corner, and
yeah,
remember there was a situation where Devin Haney popped him upside his head because he went back to the corner.
yeah,
Is is that a habit that Gervonta has when shit gets tough? He kind
yeah.
of wanna he kind of
He's
wanna break.
mentally he might be mentally soft for sure.
Yeah, yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. Because I seen that, I noticed that. I'm like, hold on,
He ain't never really been in a fight if you think about it where a nigga pushed him like that. You know what I mean?
never, never. Yeah, he's been in a fight where niggas just throwing some wild shit at him, but none of that shit's as calculated as Roach. None of that shit's as composed as Roach. All them niggas is just throwing wild shit, just hoping and guessing that shit stick on Tank. Tank was the one
Yeah.
that was thinking in there. This is the first time he was fighting somebody that was also thinking in there with him, that has the IQ.
I said it before this fight. Lamont Roach is the most skilled fighter he's ever fought.
I said it
Should've-
too before the fight too. I said
Yeah,
that this fight's gonna be tougher than the Frank Martin fight, and my dude D Hive was like, "Nah, you tweaking,"
bro,
and I'm like,
niggas
nah, I'm not tweaking, bro. This is
like
different. This nigga Frank Martin
niggas like,
started
well, he
boxing
ain't
when
got no
Tank became
power. I'm
champion.
like, nah, the niggas are like, man, he ain't got no power, bro. Like, when y'all gonna learn that power shit is not doesn't
The
mean any.
end
I
all
mean,
be all.
right, it's not the be all end all, bro. If that was the case, it better be would have beat Bivol. You know, like
Facts,
at the end of the day,
facts.
this shit is about boxing skills.
It's about boxing fucking skill. Bivol won that fight based off of boxing skill, not
Right,
power.
right. And that's why I give Shakur a good chance to beat him. And can Tank catch Shakur? Of course he can. But why do y'all niggas act like it's a foregone conclusion that Tank can't lose that fight? Y'all crazy. Like the fight's gotta be
Well,
made,
but
bro. You
but
can't.
let's not act like Tank ain't skilled too.
He's
Tank
very
skilled too.
skilled.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
very skilled, but styles make fights. And a guy like Shakur stylistically gives niggas like Tank problems. You
How
understand?
so?
So like
How so?
because
When
How so?
there was one
because
situation.
because
Hold on. Let me cook real quick. On one situation, this guy Tank, he threw like three straight left hands, and Roach, he just did like a fake little Philly shell, and he was catching those punches. And I'm like, Roach don't even. That's not really his, you know, his main point of defense. Shakur do that shit on the regular. He's known for catching punches like that. If Javonte's trying to shoot some shit like that at Shakur fucking around and pop shot his ass all night. It'll be bad. He probably fucking win that shit 10-2.
yeah, bro. Like he said, Tank's output
That's outrageous. That's
Tank's
outrageous to say
output
that
too low,
10-2.
bro. His output too low. Like a
Out
nigga like
that's what I'm
Shakur,
saying. Output too low.
yeah, like
It's
He
been
banks
low
on
though.
that
It's
knockout.
been low, huh?
but yeah, but he been depending on niggas with low fight IQ to catch him with some dumb shit in the late rounds. That's not gonna
Shakur
work
don't
on.
got no big output though. Shakur ain't got no major output.
He don't need it because you ain't gonna catch him.
Oh my god. Oh my
Yeah,
god. Oh my god.
yeah,
Oh
exactly.
my
You're gonna be
god.
looking.
Yeah,
You're gonna be
you ain't
looking.
gonna
Now,
catch him.
if Tank had a good volume, okay, he would have a much. I think I'll give him a good chance, but he's looking for that single shot. You're gonna be looking for that shot all night. I'm
All
telling you
night.
right now.
And it's gonna be there because Shakur like to fight off the back foot.
When have you seen? When has
once.
Tank ever? Most of the niggas Tank fight don't even fight like
No,
that.
no, 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 no. You caught yourself. You caught yourself. But go ahead
How did I catch myself? Who? Most of the niggas
because
Tank
you know what you
fight.
about to say. Huh?
I know exactly what I'm about to say. The most of the niggas Tank fight don't even fight that way on the back foot,
Frank Martin got knocked out off the back foot.
bro. Frank
Bro,
Martin.
you
Frank
cannot
Martin.
compare Frank
That's
Martin to
like
Shakur
that's like
Stevenson at
Frank
LeBron
all.
Martin
James.
got knocked out off the back foot. Period.
Oh,
Frank Martin was fighting off the back
bro.
foot like Shakur gonna be doing. He got knocked out off the back foot.
Hey, bro. Just because you can shoot a 3-pointer, don't mean you on the same level of Steph Curry. You understand what I'm saying? It's not the same thing.
Listen,
Like
to what I'm saying,
one.
I don't even know what that means.
So Pete,
I don't
I'm
even know what that
I'm
means. Huh?
saying just because
Like
Frank
what
can
you
fight
saying?
on the back foot, just because
What
Frank can fight on the back foot, it's not going to be the same level as a Shakur Stevenson. That's what
listen to what
that
I'm
means.
saying.
so hold
Uh,
on. So Pete,
uh,
you see how small Tank look in there against fucking Roach. Imagine how small he's gonna look compared to fucking Shakur Stevenson.
he looks small in there compared to the 147 pounder Ryan Garcia. What that mean?
Them
Ryan
niggas is
Garcia was white
drained.
dry.
Them niggas not. He
That
Huh?
not
nigga
gonna
was
fight
white.
no Ray Drain. Shakur Stevenson ain't gonna be no
Yeah.
Listen to what I'm saying.
rehydration clause.
Well, then Shakur, that's even worse. He's not going to be weight drained. He's actually small. He actually small. Yeah, Shakur is actually small. He's actually
Bro,
small. He's not going to
Shakur,
come in weight drained.
Shakur. So
Fofo, you
no,
got compared
put
to
the two
Tank,
and two
bro.
together. Hold up, Art. Put the
Go
two
ahead.
and two together. Tank throws the least punch of any fighter in boxing, and Shakur is the least hit fighter in boxing. Put the two and two together.
Okay,
You said
now let's put this together too. He got one of the highest knockout ratios in the sport of boxing too. Make sure you put that on there too.
Against who?
What his low output? What is low
Against
output?
who? Who you knocking out?
What do you
Isaac
mean against
Cruz
who?
and Rolly Romero. Them niggas ain't shit.
All right, well, Shakur ain't been tested yet.
He
Shakur ain't
been
been in there
he
tough
been
with one of the top guys.
bro. You older than him, and he got more accomplishments than you.
How so?
He's a 3 division champ, and you haven't
Oh
been
my
unified.
god! Oh my god! Yeah. Never mind. Go ahead.
Come on, man.
Being a three division champ don't mean nothing. It's four belts out here. So that we got to take that
Why
with
ain't
the
Tank
grain
never
of
been
salt.
unified? Why Tank ain't never been unified?
Tank say he fight for the money. I'm just saying he
Oh,
say he
okay.
fight for the money.
At least
there's
you
no
were
Yeah,
money.
he's a
honest,
There's no
Tank
prize
fan.
money in
fighter.
the
He's a prize
unification.
fighter, huh?
Wait. There's no money in the unification between him and Devin Haney at
No,
135.
you spend money. Devin Haney gone. Devin Haney will never weigh 135 again in his
I'm just
life.
saying when they was at 135 because Devin had all the belts.
Devin had all the belts, but he was already in tangled up. He was tangled up. He was big contractor. He had to go
Man,
defend. He had to run to another country again and fight for the fight again in another country. He was tangled
that's an
up.
excuse, bro.
That
That's an
ain't true.
excuse.
How is
That's an
that an
excuse,
excuse? Devin, hold on. Let's go slow. Did Devin Haney not be in order to become undisputed? He had to sign a 2-fight deal.
bro.
So where he
Forget
had to
it.
travel halfway around the world to go fight in another man's country.
It ain't even about Devin, bro.
Are we
You could have
talking
fought.
boxing?
It ain't even about Devin. You could have fought Shakur by now. You could have fought Lomachenko a long time ago by now. So like, it ain't even just about Devin. It's a bunch of other niggas too.
Or Lomachenko could have fought him by now.
Nah.
Like it's a
Lomachenko been.
two-way street.
Lomachenko was
Man, this
calling
a
that nigga out
two-way
for a
street,
long
bro.
time.
Man,
Now
this a
all of a sudden
two-way
you want to
street.
fight him.
It's a two-way street,
Why you
bro.
ain't want to fight him 3 years ago?
It's a two-way street.
Why you
It's a
ain't want to
two-way
fight him
street.
3 years ago?
Let's
Why
stop
now?
taking one side of the argument, one guy. Like he one guy. Let's
How
stop
long we
doing
been?
that, bro. Let's
How,
stop.
how long? How long we been talking about Tank and Lomachenko fighting each other? How long we been talking about that?
Right. Yeah, for a minute now. They both
Did
old too.
did Hey, Art, didn't Tank say to, I don't know who he was talking to, maybe it was Floyd, when or no, Floyd was the one talking to him. Don't make me get Lomachenko.
Yep.
You remember that?
Man, what that mean? what
Like,
does that mean?
you
Like what that
tell
mean?
me.
Like
That
what that
sound to me like he didn't want nothing to do with Lomachenko back then. That's what it
Bruh,
sounded like to me.
that's what it sounds like to you. That ain't business because
Oh,
the guy said
oh,
don't make me to get Lomachenko. just a
we
random
not
or
worried.
one-off
Bro,
comment.
this
That ain't.
man Tank went on a fucking press tour talking about how he felt like this nigga Floyd was setting him up to fight Pedraza.
Yeah,
Nigga, that
yeah.
Lomachenko shit is real, nigga. He was definitely pressed about fighting Lomachenko. Like, he did not want to fight him. That was considered a threat. And
Yeah.
Tank said he was going to make that fight.
But now after
Man,
Loma took a couple
I don't know.
losses, he older now. All of a sudden, niggas want to fight him. Come
Niggas
on,
want to
man.
fight him over Roach now.
Get out of here with that shit, bro. Tank, let me tell you something, bro. Tank got exposed. Tank didn't get exposed because he a good fighter. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's a bum. He got exposed because
Listen,
niggas like he got. Let me finish. He got exposed because niggas thought he was unbeatable. He not unbeatable. He definitely beatable. So for that reason alone, he got exposed, and that's facts.
But
I
is
don't know.
he
Your
really
mic cut out, so
exposed?
I didn't know
Because
you was finished. But
a lot of
hold
people
on. Could I say
really.
this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Tank got exposed. I'm a Tank fan. Tank got exposed. Tank quit. Tank showed all his flaws in his armor in that last fight. Tank got exposed. Tank got 100% exposed. So now I'm saying that shows that I'm non-biased. I'm a boxing fan more before any fighter. Before I'm a fan of any fighter, I'm a fan of the sport first. So yeah, Tank 100% got exposed. But I don't think that Tank is ducking nobody. It's the sport of boxing. Now, is it guys that duck 100%? I've seen major ducks, but I don't think the Tank ducking these guys. I don't think so.
If he the face of boxing, why he ain't make these fights by now?
You can
Face
say
of
the
boxing.
same thing for
Last
for
and that's
Canelo.
I posed the question because
Canelo a duck too.
You can
if
say the
Ducking
Bronson
same
bad
thing
shit.
about Floyd. You can say the
Floyd was the
same thing
face
about
of boxing
Pacquiao.
and he
You,
still fought who he wanted to fight.
huh?
I mean,
You said what?
Floyd was the
bro,
face of
What would he say?
boxing and he fought
Floyd
who
was
he
fighting
wanted to
Hall of
fight.
Famers. Who the fuck is Tank fighting?
Broly.
Man, Floyd Hall of Famers. Robert Guerrero ain't no Hall of Famer. Victor Ortiz ain't no Hall of Famer. These
He
guys
ain't fighting.
ain't no Hall of Famers, bro. Like, what are you talking
That's
about?
true, but Canelo
Uh,
is, Cotto is, Pacquiao is, Haddon is.
yeah.
Who else?
He even fought
When he fought them,
early in
Haddon
his
ain't no
career.
damn. Well, yeah, Haddon might be,
Chico
but it's a
Corrales.
lot of.
He fought
But just
Chico
because you
early
a
in his
Hall of Famer,
career.
that means shit though, for the record. Hall of Famer mean that's just you were maybe like great in that generation. Adrian Broner gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Is it? Is
We
it
ain't
just
put
me
him
or
up
is
there
he
with no
breaking up?
all-time greats or no shit like that.
Is that me or is he breaking up?
Nah, he's breaking up because he's driving.
Oh, okay.
Me, me,
Yeah.
me,
Yeah, you breaking up, bro.
Yeah, shit. You might have to back out and back in. Said Floyd still fought the most champions. That's what I'm saying. You can't complain. You can't compare Floyd and Gervonta Davis at
It's
all.
disrespectful.
At all.
Tell you one damn thing. Floyd ain't struggling with no Lamont Roach. He a good fighter, but come on now. Floyd fought
Bro,
way better fighters than
and
Lamont.
so if anything, niggas really keeping it 100 because if niggas really want to be some assholes, niggas can say how the hell this nigga's having a rematch against a fucking underdog, like cherry pick gone wrong. Niggas can really can go crazy on that, but why do that? Because Roach is a good fighter, so we respect Roach.
You know,
But if it
this,
was the other way around,
yeah.
if Roach did this to Shakur Stevenson, man, they'd have been on Shakur's head.
Oh, for sure. Especially he got wobbled by Lamont Roach. 'Cause that's what happened. A nigga that they said ain't got no power.
Roach, he got
Yeah,
less knockouts than Devin Haney.
he do.
And he made Gervonta stumble. Not just one time. It wasn't just one time. He did that shit a couple times in that fight with that counter right.
He a really good counterpuncher.
I think he was just shooting that. Nobody really punched with Gervonta.
That's because usually you get punished for doing shit like that. That's why a lot of niggas defense ain't sharp enough on the inside to take them type of risks. So that's why. Like you see, like he would catch shit from Tank and then return it. A lot of fighters can't do that. It's a skill thing, so that's why they don't do it. Also, it's high risk getting in the trenches with Tank.
I know he did everything, and you know what's crazy though? This Gervonta, he really tried a lot of the same moves that he did to knock his previous opponents out, like the whole baiting you on the ropes to hit you with that counter,
Yeah,
like he did Rolly. He tried that shit with Roach, but Roach was he's just looking at him like, bro, I'm not no fucking goofy. I'm not about to fall for that shit. And
right.
Roach popped him with a
Yeah,
fucking
he,
jab.
he thought he thought he was fighting Rolly again. Rolly dumbass.
Man, if fucking Roach go in here and win this rematch, man, that's just gonna be crazy. I don't even know what I'll really be disappointed because I'm like, damn, we are supposed to get Devin Haney versus Shakur first. All these
I think
fucking,
about to say Devin Haney versus Tank. That's out the window, bro. Devin going to 47,
I
and he's
know
not
that's
coming
just
back
completely
down.
out the window. Javante ain't never fight that.
Yeah,
Javante might go down to 130 before he move to 140.
right.
Javante should fight at 130, fight Oshaki Foster and them that type of niggas, and Navarrete.
I want to see Keyshawn. Word on the street, Keyshawn. They say
Keyshawn gonna fight
Keyshawn.
De Los Santos.
Yeah.
He about to whoop Dos Santos' ass.
Who?
Keyshawn.
I don't know about that, bro. De Los Santos really good.
Del Santos coming off some crazy ass shit. He had a blood clot and all that type of shit. Nah,
That is true.
it might be tough for that boy. And
But
then you talking about his first fight back? Nah.
yeah,
Against
that's
big ass
crazy.
Keyshawn. Keyshawn looked big as hell in his last fight.
He is big.
Keyshawn definitely looked big. Keyshawn looked like a fucking gorilla in there.
Yeah, he was big as shit in that last fight. So yeah, he definitely gonna
Keyshawn,
beat dude ass.
Keyshawn would beat. Keyshawn would beat a lot of y'all favorite fighters right now. I'm telling you.
Like who?
Yeah.
Boots?
Nah, hell no. You
Oh
gonna stay
no.
your ass at 135? No, not him.
Yeah,
But
he ain't ready for that step up yet. But
yeah, that's too much.
it's just amazing to me how, speaking about boots, how they just created a whole new welterweight division.
What you mean?
They just literally just elevated guys that never fought at welterweight at the welterweight division. They just created a whole new crop of welterweights,
Oh, you
a
talking
whole new
about
crop.
I know
Ryan, and
Ryan,
Ryan,
Tiafimo?
Hale,
Tiafimo,
Haney.
they just literally just made these guys
Right
welterweights
after this
overnight.
Cambosis fight, Hitchens.
You think so?
I know so.
As
He's
big as that nigga is, I believe it too.
so it's
They
gonna
just
be yeah.
literally just like these guys.
I wouldn't be
They
surprised
literally
if we
the
see
Turk
Dev
just made the heavyweight division. I mean the welterweight division.
Yeah,
He just
that's the
literally just
glamour
made the weight.
division.
because it's
That's the
like
I
glam.
say
this.
that all the time. I say that you must heard me speak before. Yeah,
Yeah.
you heard me speak. That's one of my students right there. That you heard me say that before.
No, it really is the glamour division though. So, but
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you, Art. You're not gonna like when I say this.
Oh
A
boy.
part of me, a part of me hopes that Ryan beats Devin. That way, Booth can get his hands on Ryan. Because look, bro, I'll root. I want Ryan to beat. I mean, Devin to beat Ryan for other reasons. But I also know that
This nigga sounds so
Dev. Let me
conflicted.
now hear me
I
out.
man.
want
Yeah,
him
you
to beat
sound
I
Dev.
also
I
crazy.
want
know.
Dev to beat nigga. What type of shit is that,
No,
Yeah,
hear me out.
he just saying it, and he know he's saying some bullshit. But let him finish.
No, no, no,
Let
no,
him
no,
Go
no,
finish.
ahead,
no.
cut,
Wait, hear
cut,
me out. Let me
cut.
finish. Let me
Yeah, go
finish.
ahead.
I'm saying is I don't think Dev can punish Ryan the way Boots can. That's why I'd
Oh
rather
my
Boots fight him.
god! Oh my god! You
Yes.
sound crazy, man.
I'm sorry, bro.
You
Ryan
sound
Devin ain't punching
crazy,
on
man.
nothing, bro.
Bro,
He
that's
pillow
how you
fisted.
sound. Huh?
The best he can do against Ryan is
You
win a
talking about
12
let
round
him finish,
decision,
then
bro.
you hear this shit.
Am I
Man,
wrong,
you
bro?
sound,
Dev ain't
bro.
knocking out Ryan
You
Garcia,
gotta
bro.
read. You gotta refine that, bro. Your argument right there. You gotta refine that and come back again, because you ain't say nothing right there. You ain't,
Bro.
that was
But
silly, bro.
When
When you go back and
has
listen to
Devin
this,
put shit to sleep?
he put shit. I forgot what the Mexican dude name put him to sleep. He threw an overhand and
That was
and
5 years
put him to
ago.
sleep.
That might have been 10
Yeah, that
years
was
ago.
5 years ago. No, I went on 10 years ago. He would have been the fucking 16 or some shit.
Bro, Dev ain't
No, I
not
went on
niggas
10
out
years
since
ago.
Ike hit Tina, bro. Stop it.
And he could have. He should have put the one Riggaroo to sleep. He should have put Riggaroo
I think
down.
he put him to sleep out of respect. But after
Nah,
that,
he
I
ain't
think
putting him to
so
sleep because
too.
he ain't
I
got
just
that
think he
No,
was
dog in him.
I
And
tired.
he
think he was out already. He could have just
Nah, bro,
dog
he
walked him.
wasn't willing to take that risk. That's what it was.
It wasn't no risk to be taken. He could have just
See,
he
see,
could have.
see,
He could have
niggas
stepped
like
on the
Bud
gas if he
Crawford.
wanted to, but I feel like he did it out of respect because Regis' son was there.
See, niggas that are natural killers like Bud Crawford and Boots, they know you got to go in the fire sometimes to get a knockout. That's what you got to do.
Yeah,
Devin
Boots
wasn't
went in
willing to
that
do that.
fire and knocked out Karen ass in that rematch. What happened
Hey
to that?
man, Karen probably beat Dev. To be honest with you,
Shit, probably.
you think I'm lying? I'm being dead serious.
He a full fledged welterweight.
Dev
Probably.
is a full fledged middleweight. His big ass.
Get the fuck out of here. But I do know something about your man Shakur. Why you over here praising him? That man
Well, what?
Dev said, I'm open to fight Shakur. What's up, Turkey? And then this nigga Shakur talking about some what weight, nigga? What you mean what weight, nigga? You know what weight
Yeah,
class Dev at?
the Shakur
147.
not moving to 47
Yeah,
anytime
yeah,
soon,
yeah,
bro. You
yeah,
can,
yeah. Because I thought so, nigga. Because the same nigga you doubted, he'll put
bro.
flaws in your game.
Shakur got some unfinished business at 35. He might have the biggest fight in boxing with Tank Davis soon. So like, fuck, you gonna fight Devin for right now? You you got
Oh,
you
what?
got
What?
Ryan
So
Garcia problems. That's what you need to worry about,
if
nigga. You
that's on
talking
the
about
table,
Shakur?
if that's on
You
the
got
table,
Ryan Garcia
if that's
problems. You
on the
better.
table, you don't want to see. Is that what you saying?
Ain't no Shakur action. Ain't no Shakur action, brother.
I hope you
That's
know
too.
if Boots end up fighting Tio, you know that Boots Devin fight gonna be on the table if
Nigga,
you take
there's
care
no
of
way in
business
hell
against
Boots
Ryan.
fighting Tio, bro. I don't know who. Hell no.
It's possible.
Listen to what I'm saying. Them guys are welterweights now. They never going back down there. They never weigh in less than 147. A lot of them guys might have trouble making 147. They big and they starting to enter their late 20s and shit. They
Hmm.
big.
I
Them
know. I
guys
ain't
is
gonna that
big and
late
shit. It's
twenties.
over with.
That late 20 shit. It's hard to cut weight.
Hey,
That's
and you know
especially.
the thing about the cutting weight. Speaking of, y'all know Boots was on the IBF rehydration clause, right?
Yeah, he
So
said he have to. He got
yep,
standing problems. He definitely got standiosis problems.
nah,
I
he
ain't
gonna
gonna
kill
lie.
that. He gonna kill him.
That's not
But
an easy fight.
it's not an easy
That is
fight. But
not an
Boots gonna
easy
make it look
fight.
easy. He gonna make it look easy. But hear me out.
Bro.
Boots been on the IBF rehydration clause these last couple fights, but
Now
because
he's
it's a unification,
fighting unification. Yeah.
yeah, he's no longer on that shit. So I think he gonna look a lot sharper. That shit definitely affects your reflexes and everything when you weight train for
Same.
sure.
But look, Staniosis. This is not an easy fight, bro. I seen Staniosis fight live here in Minneapolis.
He's tough.
Them,
Don't get me
them
wrong, he's
punches is real.
tough. But
Them,
stylistically, bro, he's kind of made for Boots. Stylistically,
I feel like this might be a harder fight than that Karen fight because he's packing a harder punch.
nah. Karen has
Boots don't got the best defense that we thought it was. We thought that nigga had some Matrix style defense. If he depends on his
when
athleticism,
Boots
he gonna
when
get
he
caught.
actually takes an opponent seriously, I feel like he does have good defense. But is
You
he
think he
Floyd
taking
Mayweather?
You think he taking
No.
Staniosis serious?
First of all, Boots actually been in the ring with a nigga that punches harder than Stanionis. Now is he a better fighter than Stanionis? No. Then that's Roman Villa. Roman Villa is hitting harder than Stanionis.
Nigga,
I
oh my
promise you.
god, this nigga keep on bringing up
Yes.
this whack ass nigga Roman Villa who
Yes.
just got his ass whooped by somebody else
Bro,
that
but do you see
I
the
can't even
beating Boots
name.
put on Roman Villa? He ain't never been the same ever since that ass whooping. You don't take that kind of punishment and come back the same. Come on
Nigga,
now.
he was never that nigga though. That's the point I'm trying to make.
He beat Rashidi Ellis, who beat Rocha.
Nigga, but let's be real with that Rashidi Ellis fight, nigga. That was one of them type of fights where it's like,
But just stylistically, when you
did
watch
he
that
really
fight with
win that
Rashidi,
fight?
I thought he did because he dropped that nigga like 4 times. And I had bread on it. So what do you think I'm gonna say?
Stanios is a big stocky dude too.
He's
Matter of
five foot
fact,
eight, nigga.
I ain't talking about tall. I'm talking about like
Oh, like
stocky
mass.
mass.
Why
Boots
you
has
so on
both.
this Staniosis character?
Cause I seen Staniosis fight in person.
He fought against a bum.
What that mean? Like I don't know why you like this guy so much. Like I'm like, what? Like, I don't know. Like you mention him every time.
He got shit for
Just
Boots,
go
bro.
watch his
Boots gonna
fights.
cook his
Watch his
ass.
fight. I'm picking Boots.
I have watched his fights.
Of course, I'm picking the FBA brother. Of course, but I'm just saying
Eh,
this is not an easy fight.
all right,
This
I
is not an
want you
easy
to
fight,
tune in April 12th. You're gonna see a real fighter, a real killer,
bro. I
unlike
did.
pillow fisted Devin Haney.
I'm all in for the fight, and that's my thing.
What's
I'm
your
not.
Devin Haney hate about? What's the Devin Haney hate about?
Devin Haney gave
He
these
don't like
racist
Devin
ass
Haney because
Migos. No,
nah.
Devin
Listen,
Haney gave these racist.
hold on. He don't like Devin Haney because
Hold on, let me hear this.
he don't like Devin Haney because the fucking 25% thing with Shakur Stevenson. He offered Shakur Stevenson 25%, and he turned it down. And
That's
ever
not.
since then,
That's really not the
and ever
main
since
reason.
then, niggas been feeling like, fuck that nigga Devin Haney because
Nah, let me tell you why I don't like
how
Devin
dare he
Haney.
offer Shakur Stevenson 25%?
That's really not the main reason. That's like bottom of the list, but it's part of it. The reason I don't like Devin Haney, the reason I don't like Devin Haney, one, he's a boring ass fighter.
Get the
That's
fuck
one.
out of here.
He is. He's
Get the
boring
fuck
as
out of
hell. I'm
here.
sorry. Two, y'all niggas overrate him, and don't act like you once one niggas. Maybe not you, but some of y'all was saying that he's the next Floyd Mayweather. I remember. And then three, him and his daddy talk too damn much. So
Oh,
there you
you
go.
so basically you just a hater. That's what that
I
is.
guess
That's
so,
basically
nigga.
that's
That's
summing it
Yeah,
up.
I
that's
guess I
exactly
am a
what it
hater.
is.
Okay,
That's
well say
exactly
that
what
then.
it
Yeah,
is.
say that. No, yeah, don't act like it's something.
That's what I
It's
try to
something
tell you,
real.
Bobo.
It ain't no
It's
real
your
shit.
hater.
Yeah, you.
Nah, it ain't nothing personal. I just don't like the nigga as a fighter. He's boring to me. It is what it is.
What
I,
born
I
fight was he in? What born fight was he in?
that first fight with Cambosis, that shit was.
Was
But
it
even the
really?
second one was boring. Yeah,
How long
like
ago
to
was
Whose
that
me,
fault is
fucking
that?
fight?
do you know? To
That
me,
fight was
Devin
like
Haney,
2021 type shit. Like, god damn, boy.
bro,
Nigga hold that shit for that long.
Devin
So that
Haney in
so you didn't
Africa,
like that Lomachenko versus Devin Haney fight? That wasn't exciting?
bro. Look at the size difference. You should be walking that
Oh
nigga
my
down
god.
and beating him
This
up.
shit.
And
Yeah.
you know the fight that I knew Devin Haney was a
He
fraud.
did look way bigger though. He did look way bigger. I ain't gonna
Do
lie, he
you know?
looked way bigger.
Do you know the fight that I knew Devin Haney was a fraud? It was against JoJo Diaz.
When you say
JoJo
a
Diaz,
fraud, what are you saying? Like, when you say a fraud, what do you mean?
like a fraud in terms of like a pound for pound level guy,
As in
future
like somebody who
that
looked
type.
human.
Yeah, yeah. Like he's a good fighter, but he's not next level like some niggas claim he was. That fight told me that he's
I tell
very
you what, Dev looked better against the JoJo Diaz than fucking Boost did against Karen in both of the fights.
did
So what are you
Dev
talking
drop
about?
JoJo Diaz?
What?
Did Dev drop JoJo Diaz? Hell no. You couldn't even drop a
Nigga, look,
little nigga from 120.
hold on. Look at
Yeah.
that. This nigga went in there. Oh, I promise I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna put on a way much better performance against Karen in the second fight. I'm gonna beat Karen ass. And even the daddy talking about, yeah, you talking about somebody dad, nigga. What's his name, dad? Boots dad. Oh yeah, we gonna put a beating on that on Karen.
Art started telling himself now.
They went in there. Look. They talk about Devin's dad as a coach. Let's talk about, and I respect these brothers, so there's no disrespect, but I'm talking to another black brother about this. Not no fucking racist Mexican or anybody. We're talking to another brother. Anyways, look, check this out. Nigga, his dad went in there talking about yeah, just go in there, bust him up. Just beat him up. Like,
Okay, I
what
agree with
type
you
of
there.
coaching is that?
I agree
He
with
not
you
telling him
there.
how to not.
Bozy,
He ain't saying how to beat Karen up. All he said was just go in there and beat him up, or go in there and knock him out.
yeah,
Like, what
he
type of
put too
shit is
much. He gave his son bad advice, and that's what Boost was getting hit so much because he was trying to, do what his dad told him, knock him out, and he didn't. No fundamentals were used. He was just going in through the
know
front door.
how to
I agree.
no throw the jab and then set him up
Yeah,
with the counter right. No, none of that. Just
And he
go in
got
there and knock
pressure
him
on
out.
him. And he got pressure on him.
from
Because
the
he in
crowd
that
too.
glamour division. He in that glamour division, motherfucker. Everybody coming to see him. And he really ain't that good, bro. I've been saying shit forever, bro. He just don't have it. He don't got the star power for one. He just don't got
He
the it
probably-
factor. That's the huh?
yeah, he do.
Boots is talented
Yeah.
though. So Vovo,
Boost do not got the star
so
power.
you
Boost ain't
No, he do.
ain't
He got
nobody
the look.
to be the
He got
top.
the
No, he
look.
don't.
He got the
so
style.
Vovo,
He's an
you are a
exciting
big Roy
fighter. He
Jones
definitely
fan,
do.
right? Vovo,
Yeah,
you're a
Yeah.
you a
big Roy
fan of
Jones
him.
fan.
Uh,
You're a big Roy Jones fan.
Who?
yeah.
Is
Oh,
Boots the next coming of Roy Jones?
Is crack healthy? No, crack is not healthy. And no, but next come Roy Jones. Man, y'all are
Nah,
younger than
Boots
me.
don't.
So
Boots
yeah,
remind me more of Sugar
Roy
Ray
Jones
Leonard with
was
the hand
doing
speed.
incredible shit. Roy Jones was doing he was getting these guys out of here in incredible ways.
Bro, you act like
Sneaking
Roy.
in weird, huh?
Why you acting like Roy didn't have some tough fights early on his come up?
Who?
It was a European
You
dude. I
forgot.
forget his
Yeah, you
name.
forgot. Yeah, you forgot. Yeah, you
But he
forgot.
fought like 100 niggas, bro. So I ain't gonna remember all of them. But it was a European
Right.
dude. I
But I'm
remember.
saying you would remember his tough fights
He had some
if you was a
crazy ass
real Roy
name,
fan.
bro. But he
Yeah,
definitely
but
had
you would
hard fights.
remember. A lot of motherfuckers would Stanionis is a crazy name. You can remember it. So we
Well,
ain't
he
gonna act
fighting him
like
next,
that.
so of course we're gonna know that name. Ain't he a
No,
champion?
I'm
The
just
nigga
saying it's a
that
lot of crazy names. Huh?
okay, I'm saying is, bro,
Lomachenko is a crazy name. Huh?
every great fighter on the come up has like a weird fight in their record where they struggle against a nigga
Yeah,
we never heard of. Every
yeah,
single
but
one of them.
man, he was running through all them guys. He wasn't getting
Not
knockouts
all of
against
them.
everybody. Like he ain't knock out James Tony and all them type of guys. But he was
It was some bums he ain't knock out either.
like
You
who?
know?
Well, no, yeah. No, it was a guy that may have slipped in. That was weird. But
Okay.
what I'm saying is like Roy had the star power. He had the it factor.
So y'all talking shit
Boots
about
ain't
Karen.
got
I
the
guarantee these niggas ain't gonna fight
Boots. Hold on,
Karen.
wait, real fast before we start switching the subject. Boots don't got the it factor to be
Yeah,
the
he
top.
do.
He's the top welterweight in a weak era where they're dragging guys up 140 pounders and
Hey, Sean
135
Porter
pounders
sparred him.
up to welterweight.
Sean Porter said Boots, he just
Sean
decent.
Porter fought in a tough welterweight era. That was kind of a tough
He
era.
said he decent. He ain't say he's basically what the fans been saying he was.
No,
Boots.
no,
Hey
hell no.
man,
That is not
What's your
what he
thoughts?
said,
What's your
nigga.
thoughts on
You a
that?
goddamn lie.
So
He
so what he
spar
say? What he
boots.
say? What he
He
say?
spar
he
boots.
not he
He
not
said
it.
if
He
you
ain't that
want,
thing.
let me finish, bro, because now we lying.
Go ahead.
But he said that if you want a fighter that got one punch power like Tank and defense like Shakur, he said that's Boots. And this is after sparring him. And mind you, this is the same Sean Porter before this sparring that was saying he was overrated. So is he lying? Because he was in there with him, and he said that
Sean old though. Sean old. So we ain't be taking that. He ain't no
power,
active
but
fighter.
He
power is
said that man was decent.
he
He
hurt.
said
He
he was
said
Man,
good.
if you there's clips on you on he hurt Sean Porter in that sparring. You saw it. I know you did, Art.
I mean, damn, he a retired ass fighter.
right?
What you
Yeah,
say?
he
Okay,
retired. So we
Shakur
ain't
ain't
gonna
there
tell.
hurting him. You act like it's easy to hurt Sean Porter.
He is.
Sean Porter's retired, bro.
All
What
right,
are we
bro.
saying here? You're top. You're supposed to be at the top of your game.
The I
You
mean,
supposed to put
Devin,
Porter ass,
Dev can't
put
even
Porter
hurt
on
a
his
26
ass,
pounder in JoJo Diaz. What does that tell you? You a
man.
Man,
welterweight
All I'm
and you
look.
saying
can't
is
hurt
this.
JoJo
All
Diaz,
I'm saying
trash
is
ass nigga. Get out of
just
here
be
with that
humble
shit, man.
because that
And
that
then
Staniosis
and then
fight
you
is
got
around the
knocked out
corner.
by a YouTuber. You got knocked out by a YouTuber, man.
Who?
Who?
Ryan Garcia.
Who got knocked
Oh
out?
man, come on, bro. Now you done. Now you trolling, bro. Now you just getting
Yeah,
into
I'm not
trolling
trolling. You
material.
got dropped by a
A
YouTuber three
YouTuber,
times.
a YouTuber
Yeah,
knocked out
social
by a
media
YouTuber,
starlet.
and here's the thing. We can see that he didn't get knocked out. We can see that.
And the nigga was on
So
drugs and alcohol, all kinds of shit, and he still dropped you like four times.
man, come on, bro. You corny, bro. You on some
It's
cornball shit,
true.
bro. You on some no.
It's
You
true.
just a cornball. No, you just a
guess
cornball. Ain't nothing about that true. Ain't nothing about that true. You starting to troll.
It's
guess
very
You
what,
true.
losing.
Volvo? Guess what,
You losing the
Volvo?
argument.
Guess what, Volvo? My
What's that?
my my, my good brother Dirk, he's not FBA.
Dirt.
Oh, here we
Oh
go.
yeah, no, I can hear his
FBA.
accent. No, I can hear his accent.
That was
They got an
that was
accent, bro. You can hear it now. You used to
What's
couldn't
my
hear it.
accent?
Yeah,
Do my accent, nigga.
it's like this. It's like this, nigga. It's like this, nigga. It's like this. Y'all don't really sound like us. It's like this, nigga.
Nah,
Cause
I don't want to sound like a
I'm fucking.
retard.
He cool people though,
you
Volvo.
sound like a retard.
He cool people though.
Talking
Nah,
about, dude.
nah.
You
But shout out to my
talking
dude
about.
Micah. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, we
what's
can hear that
good,
shit
man.
now.
Look. So the whole Boots conversation. What did Sean Porter say before he fought Bud when Boots was trying to fight him?
He said he was
I don't
overrated
remember.
or some
He
shit.
said that young boy ain't about to make a name off of me.
Oh yeah,
He
Oh,
ain't
Right,
for
gonna
no.
fight
for
him.
right. He didn't want to fight Boots
But he
because he know
fought
what time it
Bud.
is.
He definitely
Man,
fought Bud.
listen, cause he was out the game. He was already out
Nah,
the
this is
game.
when
He
he
His
was
fought
last
hard,
fight,
active.
he was
bro.
out.
This is when he was active.
He
Man,
ain't
listen, he
fight.
was on
He
his
ain't
way
only
out.
fight Boots, but he fought Bud.
Sean had it. Listen, Sean was one of those smart fighters. I got a certain amount of money I'm trying to make. Once I make that money, I'm retiring. Sean, they done offer Sean millions of dollars to come back. Sean ain't on that
Man,
shit.
he'd have been the A side to Boots. He would have made that money.
Sean is about 35 years old. He could still be fighting.
Boots would have hurt that man. He knows
Sean,
it.
That's
It's
what.
still millions of
That,
dollars on the table.
if to say, I bet you none of the other champions fight Karen.
Right.
They don't even mention Karen
Why you
name.
think? Why you think Dev didn't want to fight Sandor Martin? A nigga with a style similar to a guy like Karen, because that's not a good style for Devin Haney.
Man, they tried to lowball Dev on Sandor Martin. That's not even. Nah, they offered Dev like a
I don't
million
think that would have
dollars.
been a good fight for Dev stylistically. He a
Even if
boxer.
it
They
Hey,
both
wasn't, he would have
boxers.
still took that
Dev will
fight.
take a low ball offer. Dev will take it. That's why I like Dev because he'll take a low ball offer as
Not
long as
against
it makes sense.
Not against Sandor Martin for no
It don't
belt.
right. It
Nothing.
don't make sense. Notice how you said
Yeah,
not
You
against
said
him
you
because it don't
said
make
you
sense.
said you said Boots ain't got no star quality. He got more star quality than Devin Haney. Nigga ain't got
Well
no
then he
power,
well then
Oh,
no
I don't know about that.
personality.
Oh, you
he
fooling
would
now,
be a
bro.
Nah, he do.
so
he
so
would
who
be
so
a bigger star than Devin
who's more of a
Haney
who's
in a
more of a
glamour
household
division.
name right now, Devin Haney or Boots?
Bro, you
Devin
a
Haney a
household
way bigger
name.
name than
You a
Like, what
Boots.
are we
household name,
talking
but you
about?
really
Like,
just a
let's be
joke.
real, man.
But you not
Stop
respected.
it.
You not
Man, Devin,
respected
Bro,
though.
Devin was a
you a
bigger name
hater.
than
You
Boots
already
was
established
now
that you a
4,
hater.
3 years
That you
ago,
a
bro.
hater. You
People
already established that.
when people think of Devin Haney, they think that nigga that got beat up by Ryan Garcia now. That's how they think about him.
Yeah, but
Facts.
niggas would think about Devin Haney before that, though.
Yeah, what are you talking
That's
about?
why.
How
Nah,
can
nah,
you
no,
When he
they
was
hold on? Let
wasn't.
me
fighting,
say
no,
this.
no, no. That's
Let me
why
say
when he
this.
was fighting Ryan Garcia, niggas was saying that was a cherry pick.
Let me say this, right? Just let me say this and get this on the record. How can you not like Devin Haney as a true boxing fan? This guy,
He's
this
boring.
guy always make weight. He
Because he
always come
offers
in.
the
He's a
core
professional.
25%. I'm trying to
No,
tell you,
bro,
Shakur
bro.
better than him.
he's a professional. He respects the sport. He don't pop dirty. He go out of his way to make the fights. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what are we
See, this
talking
is why
about, bro? That's
I
what I'm
can't
saying.
take
Like,
you.
these guys be.
This is why I can't take you niggas seriously, bro. I say I don't like Devin Haney, and then
You're
we
not
go
even
talk
a
about
nigga. You're not even a
we
nigga. Just
talk
for the record.
about
But go ahead.
we talking about this FBA shit
Oh,
when
Yeah.
it's
God.
Shakur
What are you, by the way? What are you,
Stevenson
by the way? Huh?
is Boots not FBA?
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
He
but this
is.
ain't got
And
Okay,
nothing.
I
I don't
rock
like
with
that.
Boots. I rock
so
with
why the
Boots.
fuck I
Nobody
gotta
saying
like
nobody
Devin
don't
Haney
rock with
for?
Boots. We
No,
just
you
having
ain't
a
No,
got to. You ain't got to
no,
like
you
So
don't.
Devin
No, you
Haney.
don't have to.
why
You
I
don't
gotta
have
like Devin
to.
Haney?
What I'm saying, you don't have to. It's just your reasoning is unreasonable.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's
I
mean, that's
rock
always
You
your
a
with Boots.
opinion, and I
hater.
I
got
rock.
my
I like
opinion.
You're
It
a
is
Boots.
what it
hater.
is.
You already said
You
you was a
don't think
hater.
Boots is a star?
You're a
Maybe you a
hater.
hater. I guess I can
You're
call
a
you a
hater.
hater
No,
too.
I'm giving facts. I'm giving. You
No,
talking
that's
about
your
Oh
his
no,
opinion.
daddy. You talking about
nah.
his daddy.
See,
You talking about
I
his
agree and
daddy. That's
disagree with
weirdo
both of
shit.
y'all. I think Boots is a star for real, but
How so?
he just ain't had that fight to break him out yet, bruh. I'm
Ain't
telling
no
Yeah.
you,
man. That's
you
come
should
on,
know.
bro. We ain't talking about well. Then he ain't a
Look,
star
If
yet.
you
Then
was a
he ain't a
promoter,
star yet.
let's be
I
real.
live in
Let's be
Ohio. A
real.
whole bunch of people
Me
know
too. I
Boots
live in
out here.
Cleveland.
A
Let's
Me
be
whole
too. I
bunch
real.
of
live in
people know
Cleveland
Boots
right
out
now.
here.
Let's be real. Let's be real. If you was a promoter and you had to pick between two fighters to promote you for the future, you would pick Boots
Devin.
over Dev because he is more
Yes.
potential with him. Yes, you
Nah,
would.
Yeah. Thank
Yes,
I
you
you.
probably
would.
pick Dev over Boots, bruh.
Nah, I'm not because
Yeah.
Why
one
not?
nigga ain't got no chin. You got buzzed by JoJo
One
Diaz who
nigga
ain't got
don't
no
got the
power.
it factor. He doesn't
Didn't
have the it
Lomachenko
factor.
get dropped by
What it
JoJo
factor does
D?
Let,
Devin Haney
can I
have?
say
You're
this?
not skilled. You're not more skilled than Shakur Stevenson. You don't have any
Can I say
power.
How
this?
do we know
What
that?
it factor do you
How
have?
do we know
Can I
that?
say this? Can I
He
say
fought
Oh,
this,
I
better
know that
bro?
for a
competition
fact.
than Shakur Stevenson.
No, he hasn't.
Listen. This is my
Who on
argument. I'm
Shakur
the one that
resume better
introduced this
than
argument. I'm the one that introduced this lingo and into this conversation. Boots don't have the it factor. He would have it.
What is
He's
the
in
it
the
factor?
glamour division. Be quiet, bro.
he?
He would have the it factor. He's in the glamour division. You're always going to be, if you're a real boxing fan, you're always going to be looking for that next great welterweight. The welterweight division is the division of Mayweather, Pacquiao, fucking Sugar Ray Robinson, Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard. The welterweight division, you're always going to be looking for a great welterweight. It's one of the glamour divisions of boxing. For him to be the top welterweight right now, and he's not famous, he's not everywhere, tells me that he
Bro,
doesn't
okay,
have the
I
it
think I
factor.
vote. That's
Hey,
that's
no,
not that's
the,
not fair. That's not fair. We
That's some
can't we can't
bullshit.
we can't we can't
the
compare boxers today to no damn Sugar Ray Leonard because the way boxing was being viewed back then is way different from the way boxing being viewed right now.
and the only reason, and I
I'm
will
not
say
saying
this, Boots is the top welterweight right now because the other ones done moved out the division, bro.
right.
That's facts. I will say Boots could have that star power if he fought somebody. Like I thought he was gonna take that fight against what's the
Virgil.
name? Uh
Virgil.
Virgil Ortiz. I
He
feel like that
doesn't
would
Okay.
have
have
been a
the
good fight for Boots.
personality.
He don't
He
need it.
doesn't have the
Tank don't either.
personality for one. Who?
But
Tank don't
147
got a
is dry
personality
right.
either. You don't gotta have that
Yes, he
to be a
do.
star.
Yes,
Tank
But
he
ain't got no
do.
damn
147 is not
personality.
the
He just
glamour division right now. I'm telling
He
you
might
right.
not be a big talker. Tank is. I'm gonna tell you what set Tank apart. His swagger sets Tank
Floyd
oh
apart.
Mayweather set
People like,
Tank apart.
huh?
get out of here, man.
Floyd
Yeah,
Mayweather
What?
set Tank
I'm
apart.
keeping it
Floyd
real.
Mayweather Tank
Why
got
do we
that
know
stimulus
who
package
Tank
from
is?
Floyd.
Why is Tank one of the faces of boxing now?
Because
He
he knocked
doesn't
niggas
really
Because
do
out.
good
Floyd
He's
Mayweather,
an
interviews.
exciting
He
Floyd
fighter. He
doesn't.
put
Mayweather
on
pushed him
No,
good.
highlights.
listen. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. If you would shut the fuck,
And Boots
if
got
you be
that.
quiet.
Devin Haney don't got that. Boots is an
No,
exciting
no.
fighter.
I'm gonna tell you
Who would you
what
rather
makes
watch?
Tank.
Why isn't Devin an exciting fighter? What are you talking
He's
about?
not. If you were going to a casual right
De-
now,
Devin
whose
punched that.
highlights? Wait, hold
What?
up. If you were going to a casual right now, whose highlights would you show? Boots or Devin Haney?
That's not fair though.
Ah, why is it not fair? They're both in the same division.
Devin pushes forward in his fights, bruh. He
He's
pushes action. He
boring.
don't run
He ain't got
around
no
like
power. He
Shakur.
ain't no killer.
It don't matter. It's a lot of people that ain't killers that's up there. Floyd wasn't no killer when he was making all
Okay,
the
okay.
money,
I'm gonna
bro.
give you another example. Bivol, as skilled as he is, which by the way, Devin Haney's nowhere near as skilled as a guy like Bivol. But even a guy like Bivol, you're not showing his highlights to a casual. Just
Let's
be
be
real,
clear.
bro. You showing Mike Tyson, you showing Tank Davis,
Big
you
ball,
showing
big ball,
even
big
Pretty
ball.
Boy Floyd, you showing
It's the
Boots,
same.
Pernell
Hold
Whitaker.
on, hold on. Let me
If,
tell you. Let me
if
tell you
you wouldn't
a
show
real.
Lomachenko highlight, I mean, you
Hold on. Let me tell you a real situation. After that Lomachenko fight with Devin Haney, I had made my illustrations on the yellow hoodie of Devin Haney hitting with the body shot. I swear to God, I went to a motherfucking gas station out in Coon Rapids, Minnesota. That's the fucking boondocks in Minnesota. Went to the gas station, put fucking gas in my motherfucking F-150. The dude, he said, "Hey, isn't that the guy that just interviewed on what's his name's channel? The body." He said the dude's name, but it's a fucking bodybuilder. When he was asking him questions about, oh, you think you can beat up a bodybuilder or whatever. But yeah, he was like, yeah, that's that guy, Devin Haney, and he just had to fight with Lomachenko. I'm not. I swear I'm not lying.
I don't understand your
People
point.
know that. What I'm trying to tell you that folks know who Devin Haney is, good or bad. Good or bad, they know who he is more than
Okay,
they know
but
who
my,
Boots
my
is.
point is, bro, if you're gonna promote your league, you're not gonna promote Tim Duncan. You're gonna promote Michael Jordan
Bro, it don't
or
matter if
Allen
what you.
Iverson.
It don't matter
Yes,
what you, how you like, bro. Like
styles
Top
matter.
Rank signed this nigga. This nigga Dev been on every promotional company. What are you talking about?
Bro, he's not the one. I'm sorry, he don't got the juice.
All right, you just
You
a hater, bro.
but this man saying that he don't got it, bro.
Bro's
I'm
just a hater.
sorry.
Like, why you can't just enjoy both of the guys in the sport? Like, why you gotta hate on Dev? What Dev do to you?
No, I can appreciate him as a fighter, but let's not try to go over the top like he's something he
Ah,
not, bro. Like let's stop. Let's
ah.
chill out with that.
well, yo, dude, Gervonta Davis with the so-called it factor ain't as accomplished as Devin. He
That's
ain't
not
did
my
as
guy,
much,
bro.
Not
and
even, not
I
even
mean, but you
Boots
use
or
you used
Shakur.
him.
Shakur.
Not even
Shakur
Boots
ain't
or
either.
Shakur. Like, what
No,
we
no, no, no,
talking
no, no, no,
about?
no.
Shakur
I don't, I
hell.
don't, I don't claim that Shakur is a star, but when it comes to like more the it factor, star quality, Tank got more of that than Dev.
Bro, let's talk about the boxing achievements
Did
because
he
we're
at
boxing
Devin's
fans.
age? Though?
If we're talking about boxing achievements, Teofimo is more accomplished than a lot of niggas, but that don't mean he got it.
Look how he caught himself again. He
Oh,
was about to say dead, but that don't sound right. So
I'm just
that
saying, bro.
don't
Like,
sound
let's
right.
see, since you like
Yeah.
talking
So
about
look,
resume,
man, this guy weird, bro.
Teofimo.
You know what, bro? Let me say this, bro. You a weirdo, bro. You
Okay, that's
weird.
Nah,
You a
let
cool.
him
hater.
live,
That's
dog.
cool.
Let him live. He do it.
No,
That's
That's
man,
how he
cool.
I ain't
feel. That's
stalling
how
him.
he
I ain't about to
feel.
stall him. I gotta let him know. Gotta let him know that
Nah,
he a
nah,
weirdo. He doing weird shit.
that's your opinion. That's your opinion. But
That ain't even
it,
no
it
opinion. That's your you weird by
yeah,
your
yeah, yeah, yeah,
actions.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're a
Shut up,
hater.
nigga.
You're a hater. You just admitted to being a hater.
Nah,
You're
I
hating
was
on the guy for no reason. The guy ain't did nothing to get hated on about. Nothing. He's a
I'm just saying he's not that
100%
guy.
professional boxer, and you claim to be a boxing fan. How
What you
lame is
want me to
that?
say? He's the greatest of all time. What you want me to
Man,
say?
knock it off, man. Knock it off, man. You know what you're
He
doing.
a good fighter, but
Knock it
he
off.
So, were you one of the people that believed that it was just contamination when Ryan got popped when he popped dirty?
Yeah, let's hear that.
I think the reason that Dev lost to Ryan was because of a stupid game plan by him and his dad. The ego got to
That ain't
him.
what he asked. That ain't what he asked.
No,
That ain't what he asked
I
you.
do believe that Ryan cheated, but I don't think that's why Dev lost.
What type of shit is that? What type of man? What type of man? Who is this nigga? Man, get him
Hey
out of here.
man,
Throw him
hey
out,
man,
bro. Throw
hey
him
put
out,
some,
bro. He said,
hey
"I believe
put
the
some,
guy cheated, but that's not why he lost." If
yeah.
hey, if me and you about
Two
to
things
run a
can be true.
right, hold on, wait. Listen, man, get out of here with that weird shit. If me and you running the foot race, right? Oh my girl about to get in the car. If me and you running the foot race and I trip you and you lose, and I say, oh well, the trip wasn't the reason why he lost. What type of weird ass shit is
You
this?
was slow
That's not the same.
anyways.
You
That's not the same
weird,
thing.
man. That's the same.
That's
He cheated, and you
that's
admitted to
not the
that.
same thing.
You
yeah, you going
admitted
Do you really
that he
think, bro?
cheated.
people gonna say,
Didn't
"Oh, he shouldn't have been so
Frank
close to
Martin,
him."
Frank
What's wrong?
Martin, Frank Martin fought a
What's
nigga that
wrong?
was on the
Hold on,
juice.
bro. I gotta get out of here. What's
All
Yeah,
right, bro. You said Frank
Frank
Martin fought
Martin,
somebody on the juice, but here's the thing: different fighter, different attributes. It's not the same. It's like
bro.
taking.
But you
It's
said he
like
was a
saying if
bum.
me and you took the same fucking product, we're gonna have the same results. We're not gonna have the
No,
same results
see,
because
we're
we
not
have
gonna
different
do that.
genetics. We're different, completely two different people. This
It
guy was
wasn't
But
even the same
like, what are we
thing.
talking? It wasn't even like, come on, like, bro, you're talking to another grown ass man. Like, nigga, he wasn't on the same performance enhancing drugs. Ryan had
And he ain't the same person
Osprey and
either.
Andalone in his system. What are we
bro,
talking about?
bro, Devin Haney is a boxer.
Oh my
But
god.
for whatever reason, against Ryan Garcia, he wanted to turn into Mike Tyson and go for the kill. That's not who you is, bro, and that's why you got caught many
My
times.
thing is, if the
That's my
Osterine
point.
wasn't the problem, why was before he fought Devin? Why was Tank so adamant on Ryan testing, even though he drained him down and everything?
Mhm.
Tank before they even fit ironed
Tank
out
be
the
on some clown
contract.
shit too.
Tank was
I
saying he was on PEDs because Ryan never got tested before Tank.
okay, and I agree. Tank be on some clown shit too. But why do y'all ignore Devin Haney's flaws as a boxer?
But then the first fight that Ryan get tested on, he get stopped.
What, what you mean? Yeah, he
The
got
first
yeah, but
he
that's
got
Tank. He
stopped.
stopped a
The
lot of
first
niggas.
man, he ain't stopped Roach.
You know, again, Roach actually got
He
some
ain't
skill.
stopped Cruz. You think Pitbull Cruz could beat Ryan?
No, that's different because
Oh, okay.
Tank's hand was broken in that fight. You can't compare that one.
His hand was all right.
Was it
And he
not?
had hair grease in the other one, right?
Nah, Lamont. You got it twisted, bro. I'm not a
No,
Tank
I'm just
fan.
talking stuff.
I think you got me confused with somebody else. I'm not a Tank fan. I don't
no,
know why you
no.
keep bringing that
I
nigga
just
up.
heard that you Tank as as an example.
Yeah,
I ain't
but
saying you a fan.
either way,
I'm just
but
saying.
look, Dev been susceptible to the left hook way before Ryan Garcia. He
He
been
ain't never
susceptible to
lost
that
to
shit.
it.
He didn't make any adjustments once he got caught the first time. You would think, okay, I got caught with this shit, cool. You're not gonna catch me again.
I
Guess what?
mean,
He did. Ain't no damn Austrian gonna make you have boxing IQ, bro.
no,
Sorry.
no, it ain't got nothing to do with boxing IQ. It
Yeah, I
made him
do.
quicker and stronger, bro. Do you know what Ostarine does?
Bro, if you take Austrian right now, you're not beating a amateur boxer. I don't care how much Austrian you take,
I'm
because he's
not a
not good.
boxer. I probably won't.
But if Dev was as good as y'all say he was, because y'all were saying before
Ryan
the
ain't
fight,
no amateur.
Y'all was saying he was a bum though. Him too. He was
I
saying that
never
Ryan is
said
a
Ryan
bum.
was a bum. I just said Ryan couldn't beat Devin. That's all I said.
Bro,
So let's use logic. Let's use logic because you said Ryan. He's not a good fighter, right? And
Right.
based off of Ostarine, it makes him stronger. Ryan won the rounds where he knocked Devin Haney down in. And the reason why he was able to put him down is because he was on a performance enhancing drug that made him unnaturally stronger. Plus, he was overweight. He was overweight and on performance enhancing drugs. And this guy's making excuses like Devin's supposed to be some super
and he was out
Negro.
of shape.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
When
He was
Frank
out of shape
Martin
too.
fought,
Don't leave
when
that
Frank,
part out.
Stop.
when Frank Martin
Stop
fought
letting dude
Brock,
talk. Yeah,
he
nah,
gained
nah.
the
You
weight.
just talking bullshit. You talking bullshit. It's easy to point out that dude just a hater. He don't like the fact that Dev is still a major player in this game.
And then when
Bro, you
Dev
fighting
got,
on the
And this
nigga
guy, of
that
course,
beat your ass
Stevenson is
undercard.
fighting a motherfucking. He just fought an
it don't
electrician.
matter. It's because he wasn't supposed to be on the card. Period.
I don't
Same
know how
Arbitrary
you
card
allow
Rock
that
was.
shit.
card.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
that's
Like you
that's
can't,
a Golden
you
Boy
can't,
card.
you
Dev
can't
ain't
do
with
And
that.
then
Golden Boy.
and then you complain about the race fans. Like nigga, you went to the event. You signed up for this shit. What'd you expect? They was gonna clap for you and give you a high five?
This is boxing. Ain't no changing that. It's been like that before Devin Haney was
Okay, but
around,
I'm just saying, why
or
are you
Ryan
complaining about
Garcia,
it?
or
You
anybody.
should have
It'll
been knew it was
always be
gonna be
like
like
that
this.
forever.
You know what you should
Let's be
do?
real.
Get off
Just
Twitter.
because you know it's gonna be like that, don't mean it's right. You can
Well, you know
complain
what you
about
should
something that's
get off
wrong.
Twitter. The best revenge is winning, bro. Get off Twitter. Don't
And
troll
they
with
call, and then
that
he
Puerto
talking about
Rican
Dev
nigga.
is boring. They literally
And
called
then
the
and
man
then
Boots
and then
boring after two
Ain't
back to
nobody.
back. They called him boring after two back to back Karen fights. Like, what are we talking about?
they did though.
I ain't never seen Dev look the way Boots looked in them Karen fights. But I respect Boots, and I ain't gonna be like,
I
oh, he
have.
ain't shit,
I
and he ain't
definitely messed
shit.
with Boots.
Nah,
Yeah,
never.
you must have forgot JoJo Diaz. Go back and watch. You must have short memory.
What you mean, bro? You talking about
He
JoJo
beat
Diaz? How
JoJo
many
Diaz
fights
up.
ago
What
was
are you
that?
talking about?
And he
That
won
was
that fight
not an
like
easy
10-2.
fight for
What are we
Dev.
talking about?
You crazy.
But
You
Boots
the
is
only
solid. I
nigga that
fuck with
didn't
Boots.
stop Linares. You the only nigga that didn't stop Linares that beat him. The
That's
only
not
one.
that's not his style.
He ain't know exactly, and that's why he'll never be a star because he don't even got a personality like
He a
Floyd.
star right now because we
Oh my
talking about him, bro.
god, this
We
nigga's just
talk about him,
talking.
He
right?
this the
He's
only channel that
chatting.
talk about Dev.
You crazy?
It's
Are you serious? What? You know how many Dev hate channels is out there?
Man, bro, I'm
Are you,
sorry,
you
bro.
said this the
Y'all
only channel
delusional.
that
Y'all
talk
think this
about
nigga is
Dev,
like
bro? You
he's
must
not the
not be
one,
on
bro.
YouTube for real. Bro. You must only come to this page
I
because
know one thing.
every the boxing voice, every page talk about Devin Haney,
That's funny. That's actually a pro Devin Haney channel. That's
they said
actually
why y'all giving this idiot?
Ness is pro.
Hey Dirk,
Ness is pro
why
Devin.
every time?
But
Hold on, Mike.
because Bill
Dirk,
paid
why
him.
every time? Dirk, why every time you come on the live stream, niggas is always calling you out in the chat?
Because I be hating
What
on
type
their
of
favorite
energy
fighter,
are you
Devin
giving
Haney.
off, bro?
Hey, that
Do you see
nigga,
the type of
Big
energy you
Soldier
giving
Mix,
off?
you free to get on the panel, nigga. Like instead of talking in the chat, you know that you can hit that link anytime, buddy. Come on, man.
Call ice. Nah, Dirk. Hey, you funny as hell though.
Nigga, probably unemployed. Goofy.
I like it though. If you don't gotta agree. I don't care if you don't agree with me. If you don't like Devin Haney, you don't gotta like Devin Haney.
Yeah, I be trolling you half of the time to be honest with you, but he better stay away. He better fight Mario Bars or something, boy. Stay away from Boots.
Nigga, by the time Boots talking about fighting Dev, that nigga's gonna be drained out of his fucking mind. That nigga too big to be fighting at 147 to begin with.
I mean, that fight can happen in the next two fights
To
if
be
things go
honest,
right.
I feel like they don't want to say it, but I feel like that's the reason why them fights with Karen was tough because them weight
No,
cuts.
that's definitely part of the reason. That's why that rehydration clause going away gonna help.
Yep,
Think
don't.
about Dev. Imagine Dev. He was having a hard time making weight recently. Imagine him being put on a rehydration clause to go with it.
I know Dev couldn't do it,
Yeah. So
but Boots.
y'all gonna
See,
see
but
the real
Boots was
Boots.
younger doing the rehydration. Now he's getting older. Boots is kind of older. He's up there in age. He's in his late 20s, and he don't have no signature win for real.
Well, that's gonna change on April 12th.
I know. I gotta send this fucking the shirt out. Shout out to my people supporting artmanapparel.com. Yeah, I just made a really good illustration of Boots versus Staniosis. I'll rock with Staniosis. I've been watching this fight
I
for.
like him too. He's a nice guy, but
To be honest,
his
I'm gonna give it a
style
1,000. I've been know about Staniosis longer than I knew about Boots. I heard about him first.
that may be the case. I don't know. Did he fight in that area or something? I don't know.
Yeah, he fought here in Minneapolis, but he's been boxing. He was on the COVID cards.
Oh, he nice.
Yeah,
He nice, but I just think his that style that he has is too basic.
it could be too basic for Boots, but he's packing a punch and he can counter Boots with some good hard shit, and he can follow up on that.
Yeah, but
Nah, nah,
Boots got too many
Boots
advantages
gonna
over
kill
Karen.
Staniotis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think Karen will
Boots
beat
should.
Staniotis.
he
You think
does, bro.
so?
That's what I've been saying. Karen outboxed Stanley on
Nah,
this. He
I
too
gotta, I
flat
gotta
footed.
see, I gotta see Karen get somebody else that's not named Boots in his next fight.
Good
Yeah,
luck. He's an unknown Ukrainian guy. They ain't gonna try to fight him unless Eddie signed him or something. Maybe
Chukadesi.
Eddie
I
should
like
sign
Boots.
Karen.
Look, I was torn in this whole conversation because I like Boots and I like Devin.
Me too.
So now I
You can
will
get both
say
illustrations of them on my
I think
website,
Boots take all the
artmanapparel.com.
belts at 47, but I don't know if he could last that long. Like
It
Boots is big. Like I just
Boots has an opportunity to do something that Crawford couldn't do, and that's get some big names on his resume to make him a star. Because with Dev, T.O., and Ryan moving up to 47, he can get at least one of those names on his resume. That shit will
If I
make his
was
stock go
Dev,
way up.
if I was
Yeah,
Dev, T or
he
any of
talking
them
about
niggas,
fighting Tio though. That's crazy
I
work.
would stall that nigga Boots out to that
that's
nigga
good.
cannot make 147 at all.
Man, that's what Tio was talking about in that interview. But he said Boots' downfall gonna be trying to make 147.
It
That's what they
is.
trying to do, but it ain't gonna work.
I
You
think
gotta understand, bro. This is a
I think Boots
strategy
will knock
game,
out
bro.
Tio.
It's definitely a strategy game. You can't
For
just
I
go in
sure.
there
think
and think
Boots
you
will
can
knock
beat
out
everybody
Tio even
ass.
if he drained.
He would, bro.
Yeah, T.O. trash. I don't know why T.O.
Tio's
talking about fighting.
garbage. Like I
You
don't
know,
understand
Tio
why
Tio
people
don't even
think
use a jab. The only fighter I've ever seen not use a jab in a fight was Roy Jones. And nigga, you are not Roy Jones.
Off
Tio.
off
I
rip,
think
I would
Tio
not
really lost that
for Dev's.
Lomachenko fight for real. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That second
Uh,
half, Loma kicked on and just was
yeah,
whooping him, bro. If he
bro.
would have
Loma
kicked
was too
on her,
hesitant at first against Tio. That was the issue.
yeah, that's that name factor right there.
But look, this is why y'all gotta respect Lomachenko, bro. Like I know some of y'all don't like Loma, but look how much smaller he is compared to these niggas. These motherfuckers about to fight at 147. And Lomachenko started at 126. And like he was in there piecing these niggas up at times. Dev and T.O. So you gotta give him his respect, bro. He a
Yeah,
great
he's a
fighter.
good fighter.
Yeah.
I mean, Lomachenko the same size as Manny Pacquiao was.
Yeah, but Manny had crazy ass power, like unnatural power. Like Loma ain't got that. It's
Yeah,
just
literally
footwork and
unnatural.
yeah. Keyword
We ain't
unnatural.
gonna talk about that though,
Keyword
because
unnatural.
he
But
ain't
yeah,
never got caught.
I think he was on that shit. But I think you that shit can only take you so far. You know, I think he still was a freak of nature. So
Yeah, but if you an A level fighter fighting a B level fighter on the roids,
yeah,
it changed things a little bit, man.
It
I,
literally, it does what it's intended to do.
It
Enhance your
enhanced performance.
performance. Like, what are we talking about?
okay. So what do you consider
Who's to
Ryan
say?
Garcia? A B level fighter?
Yeah,
What do you
I give
consider
him that.
Devin?
Devin is an A level boxer.
Okay, I think to me, in my opinion, a A level fighter should still beat a B level guy on the juice. To me,
What do you
No,
consider? Oh, so do you consider Tank an A level fighter because a B level, a quote unquote B level type of
a,
fighter, Lamont Roach took him to the
I
distance
don't think
and they won
Lamont
the
was B
fight.
level, bro.
a C level
Some of the shit
fighter.
I saw Lamont do
Yeah,
before the tank fight, I think he's on a different level than B. He's on a higher
What?
level than Ryan Garcia. He just
No,
Ryan has the natural abilities that Lamont can never have, which is like hand speed and power. But boxing skill wise, Lamont's on a different level.
I knew they was gonna do this after this
that's
Lamont.
crazy.
I
I'm just
knew.
Y'all
saying, bro.
fuckers, man.
Matter of fact, Lamont showed me more boxing skills than I ever saw in any Devin Haney fight. I'm gonna leave Devin alone, bro. I'm
Man,
gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. But
Now look, before the Lamont fight, I'm like Tank will destroy Shakur, but after the Lamont fight, I'm not so
I never
sure
felt.
because
I
Now
never
that
felt
shit
that
looking
way.
like a
Lamont didn't
50
show
50,
me
60 40.
Lamont didn't show me nothing nothing special in that Tank fight. Tank just looked like he was lost.
You know when you should have known that when what's
Tank
his
fight.
Coach Calvin, when Coach
That was
Calvin said, "Why would we fight Shakur? He ain't gonna let us do what we want to do." Remember that?
right. Yeah, because
That should
when
have been red flags right there.
that's the first dude I seen Tank fight that wasn't scared of. That's all that was.
But I'll
Lamont
say
Rush
this to be
pressed.
fair to Lamont, I don't think Shakur or Dev or a lot of these dudes would be have the heart to stay in the pocket with Tank and just trade with him like that. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying he was doing like some 50-50, like you know, you hit me, I hit you. No, like he was in the pocket making Tank miss and making him pay.
I don't know. I
Dev
think
don't fight like
Shakur.
that. Shakur
I think
can fight like that, but if he's in there with a power puncher, he's scared to do it. Keyshawn, we don't know if Keyshawn has a chin. That's the thing about Key. So
but Keyshawn got power. Tank,
he
look,
he
if
do.
you look how Tank fought Rolly Ramiro, he was running around the ring until he caught him, bro. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
Keyshawn, if Tank feel Keyshawn power, he gonna do the same thing. But I don't think he could catch Keyshawn like he did Rolly.
I
He
don't
ain't
think
gonna.
Keyshawn punching like Rolly. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true.
I don't know. Yeah,
Rolly got that
I mean, you
retard
might be
strike.
right. He do got that. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Rolly swing with
Oh no,
all.
Rolly at 140, his power ain't showing.
That's because he don't know how to set it up.
I think it's because he was scared to get hit by Pitbull. He felt that one
Pitbull,
punch by Pitbull. It was like, oh, here we go again, and start leaning
also,
against the ropes and stuff.
Pitbull got a chin. That motherfucker got that.
He
He don't
definitely
even
that
have a
big
chin,
old
to be
head,
honest with you. He don't got a neck.
bro. That big old head, because
He
dude
and
that he just fought was hitting him with some bombs, bro. I couldn't believe that. I'm like, dang, and neither of them got. That's crazy.
hey, y'all gotta put some respect on my boy David Benavidez' name. Art. I know you don't like Buddy,
I
but
did.
he
Nah, I do like Benavidez.
I
I
think
gave him respect after beating Morrell.
yeah, because he didn't have to fight that motherfucker. That's a dangerous fight. He got more power than
yeah,
Benavidez too. That's the thing
he
about
definitely
Morrell.
did. But I don't think Morrell beats Anthony Yard though.
The problem with Yard is he gasses out every damn
Yeah,
fight.
yeah, but I think Yard stops
Morrell,
Morrell. Yeah,
maybe, maybe
because
he
he
can
was
stop
doing
him too.
good against Better
Better be.
Biev until he wasn't. Just
Bro. I think niggas aged out. Better be, bro. I'm gonna say it. I don't care.
he was
Niggas,
old when he started.
yeah, but he wasn't fucking 40 years old.
Yeah, yeah, because Bivol could have fought Better Biev earlier.
Bivol low key don't want to fight that nigga again because even when you beat a guy like Better Be, bro, you got to go through hell to beat a
I
nigga like
wouldn't
that.
want to fight him again either.
Everything hurts when you
Sure.
fight a dude like that, bro.
After
Everything.
he fought Canelo, his arms was swollen as hell. Like, and I know Better
What
Biev
fight?
hitting harder than Canelo.
I
I
don't
don't
think
know. I think
Bivol
that
wants to
Bivol
fight
versus
Better Beef.
Benavidez
Is what
fight. That's gonna be a competitive fight. But I gotta see what Bivol look like after him getting surgery and shit.
I think Benavidez beats them both. Honestly,
mm, I don't know, but it's an interesting fight. He claims he beat the shit out of Bivol in sparring, but that's
he beat
sparring.
him. Yeah, they say he beat him in sparring. And what Bivol just said they got good work in. But
Yeah.
Benavidez said he beat him up. So
But
uh,
niggas said sparring don't mean nothing because we seen
sparring, yeah,
Tank
it
beat up
don't.
Tank in sparring, and niggas said that shit don't mean nothing.
Well,
Yeah. Well,
Shakur
people would
sparred Prograde, and the first person he called was Devin Haney. But this is like way back then, and he told Dev that this nigga's trash.
Yeah.
So
they
true
well
story.
well Shakur was like 12, wasn't he?
Nah, this was like 4 or 5 years ago.
I mean, this
Maybe
nigga
not.
was super fucking like.
Just like when Tank
You
sparred
can't
Devin.
you can't compare Shakur to fucking Regis. Regis is like he nigga hell no.
Regis
Regis
has the
like one of
worst
them niggas
footwork
that he's able
I
to
ever seen for
knock
like
a nigga
the
out.
he they should throw a class on Regis on how not to cut off the ring, like to show all boxers.
Regis was
This is
good at it one point. I think his age just start catching up to his ass.
he's good if you come to him. Like if you want to like brawl with Regis and get into a dog fight, he's good at that. But if you start the box, he look lost.
He really whooped
Yeah, that's why
Josh
he
Taylor
had
ass
success with
before
Josh
he
Taylor because he
Exactly.
came in at him. Josh Taylor
Mhm.
thought he could just come and rumble with him, and
Yeah,
he gave him a nice little nugget. But
exactly.
yeah, but
Josh
Devin
Taylor's a weight
Haney,
bully, by the way. But we're gonna leave that one alone.
Josh Taylor, a weight bully.
Yeah, at 140, you see how big he is? The
I
man
feel
is
like
five
you
foot
made
ten,
that.
fighting at 140.
Ryan was 5'10" at 135.
Yeah, I think Ryan
That
and
don't
Dev are
mean
the same
nothing.
height, though, right?
No, Dev is 5'9". Ryan 5'10". Shoot, um, what's his name?
It's
Bud.
that's
Oh,
funny how they try to
Bud
make
was
it seem like
5'8".
Frank was a slick, pure boxer just because he black and athletic. Frank is the best when he steps to his opponent, not outbox them. Yeah, Frank went in there
Yeah,
trying to outbox Tank, and like this nigga was not trying to fully commit on his punches. I feel like he was scared of Tank too.
yeah.
he
Frank
was.
was doing good when he was stepping to him, but then when he got hit that one time and Tank smiled at him, I'm like, oh, bro, this dude running now. He
He's
started running
he's
around
Remember,
the
scared.
ring.
do y'all still think Keyshawn would lose to Frank Martin?
Hell no.
I
I
don't
never
think
thought that
so,
to
bro.
begin with.
Okay, because
I
niggas was
didn't
saying that
know at
shit,
first.
bro.
I didn't know at first
Yeah,
because
bro,
Keyshawn wouldn't
Keyshawn's an
fight
Olympic.
nobody.
See, the thing about Keyshawn, why he could potentially be special is if you take away the power, the man is a silver medalist Olympian. He can box.
Dude,
So,
ain't Keyshawn 5'10"?
nah, hell no. He like 5'8".
Nah, bro. He way taller than Terrence Crawford, bro.
Nah, I think he about 5'8".
He 5'10", bro.
Man, he ain't no 5'10". What are you talking about?
How tall is Keyshawn Davis?
Probably about 5'9" max. With
Five
he
nine,
about
five
5'9".
ten. But
Man, he
when he
ain't no
step,
5'10".
man, look at him standing
No,
next to
probably not
Terrence
even
Crawford.
5, man. Man, them guys is little, bro. Them guys, if you
Bro,
stand next to them
no.
guys, he might be not even be 5'9", to be honest.
Man, if look at that picture of Keyshawn standing next to Frank Martin, bro. He every bit of 5'10", bro.
They say he
What
5'9",
kind
but
of shoes he got on? They be wearing these weird shoes with
Oh,
the
now he got
bottoms
on
long. No,
Balenciagas.
I mean that. Yeah, Balenciaga. Yes, these guys be wearing Balenciagas. The adding 2 or 3 inches up to their height, all types of weird ass shit. Like,
who
no,
would you
hell no, man. Them
who
guys
would
is,
you
I'm telling you, huh?
who would you rather have going forward, Keyshawn or Abdullah Mason?
Going
Keyshawn.
for, oh shit, I'm from Cleveland, Mason. I'm from Cleveland,
No,
Mason all day.
You know, they
I
remind
don't think
me
Keyshawn could beat Mason. I mean, I don't think Mason could beat Keyshawn.
the
I ain't gonna hold
Abdullah remind me of Boots because of his
Oh, he too early
athleticism.
though. He too early though. Let me not be biased. He too early. That ain't really a fair comparison.
Yeah,
He too,
Keyshawn
yeah, he too early.
Keyshawn remind me
Y'all
Keyshawn
think
remind
he
me of
chinny?
Crawford. Nah,
oh,
nah, Boots
oh
ain't
They
no
nah.
say he
Who?
chinny.
chinny because he got dropped early by Cam
Chinny? Nah. I
He
want to
could be
call him
chinny,
three
Chinny because he get.
times in the
Nah,
but
same
I
fight.
want twice. He got dropped twice. Now let's
Oh,
not do it. Let's
twice.
not. Yeah, you adding the
no,
extra
but
one in.
I don't know.
Man.
but Abdullah,
Dude
I
ain't
think
hitting
I
like
think Abdullah,
Keyshawn, bro.
I, I think Abdullah and Keyshawn gonna be the Boots and Crawford of their era. You know,
Oh
Abdullah remind me.
nah.
Yeah, I think Keyshawn's gonna be like Crawford because he a calculated counterpuncher, and Abdullah is like an offensive, dynamo. You know what I mean? Like he's athletic, counterpuncher, really offensive. Sometimes his defense can be suspect, so he can get
Damn.
caught because he's so aggressive, just like Boots.
Mm.
So they got a lot of similarities, and they're bigger. He's big as shit for 135. So
Keyshawn fighting better people though.
that's because Keyshawn
He
is more. Keyshawn is
more
more.
experienced. He older.
Yeah, he got more amateur background than Abdullah. Abdullah didn't really have an amateur background like that.
Hold on, how old is Keyshawn?
He had an
Keyshawn's
awesome
26.
amateur background.
Dang, how
25.
What do you mean
How
he didn't have an
Keyshawn
amateur
26
background?
and
What are you saying?
he
Well, like
calling
compared to
what's his name
Keyshawn,
Big Bro?
Keyshawn went to tournaments. Keyshawn went to the Olympics twice. The Blue ain't do all that.
Yeah, and well, oh yeah, okay. Oh, I see what you're
Yeah,
saying. But no,
yeah,
Yeah,
but in the grand scheme, in as far as amateur backgrounds, he had a great amateur background though. But I see what you're saying. I'll give you that.
yeah.
It's
uh,
not as
That's
extensive.
why. That's
He
why
went back.
Boots.
Hold on, wait. He went back to the amateurs after turning pro.
Yeah, he did. He wanted to go back to the Olympics and try to get gold, and that's why he lost to Andy
yeah,
Cruz again.
yeah.
But and that's why Boots got so many fights because he don't have a deep amateur background. That's why you're trying to build him up. You can't just throw him in the fire when you don't have a deep amateur background like that.
Man, you the top welterweight, man. Welterweight. Not junior
Same thing with
welterweight,
Devin.
not super welterweight. You're the top
Yeah,
welterweight. You're the glamour. The welterweight division is right up under the heavyweight division in boxing.
man, bro. To is there now. Dev is there now. Ryan is there.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's the
made up,
glamour
man.
division.
Ain't this shit manufactured, man? It's a manufactured
Nah,
welterweight division
that
right now.
them niggas is big enough to fight at 47, especially
No,
Ryan.
I mean I'm saying they of obviously they is, but I'm saying though they ain't really go the traditional way. You know what I
Hey,
mean? Like
you the dude that said David Benavidez only fight people smaller than him? Oh nah, that ain't you. Never mind. Never mind.
For me?
Nah, yeah, nah. Never
Oh,
mind. It's not.
no, he
It's
wanna
not
ask
you.
me.
It's
No,
not you.
you
I
must have been
mean,
asking me. No, it wasn't
in
me.
this
But
Because
no,
this last
I
fight,
did
he do
that nigga
extensive
was
though. He
bigger.
research.
do.
No,
He
no,
do.
no, no, no. I did extensive research.
No.
Look at his last 10 fights.
Well,
They
hold on, wait. Nice
first
try
finished
with
it
that.
at
Nice
six
try with that.
one.
That was clumsy. What you just did was clumsy. That was extremely clumsy. You
Why?
just crowbarred that into the whole conversation. Nobody's talking about no Benavidez, his weight, none of that. You just wanted to bring up that topic. Stop being clumsy. Stop being clumsy.
Well, what was the conversation about in the first place? I came late
You know,
Yeah,
I
but
don't
no, we
know, but
definitely weren't talking
y'all
about
were
no
talking about.
Benavidez, nothing.
because
Let me
I
say
heard
this, right?
David Benavidez come up in
Since
this
we talking about
conversation.
since we talking about weight bullies, it's a size bully out here. Yesterday, that fucking tall ass Mexican, that shit looked unfair.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know if
he
y'all
beat.
watched the fight,
Oh yeah, I seen that.
and that's my nigga though. That's my nigga.
6'6", bro.
Cordell Booker
Wow.
is friendly, man. He a friendly nigga. He a cool nigga. I talk to him all the time on Instagram, all that shit.
Yeah, my favorite
What's
fighter,
up,
a
bro?
cool dude, but he got beat
Bro, you
up.
got to meet me at the end. I got you, bro. But I'm trying to order. Huh, bro, I'm trying to order. You got a guy out here. No, I'm about to order.
My, f-
Let me get a
I don't care how nice they are or whatever.
Hey, I knew Booker was gonna lose when I seen him on that Boost Mobile commercial. I ain't gonna lie, I was like, nah. I said, hold on. I was just going through my phone. I'm like, hold on, is this the nigga that's fighting tonight on
But you
this
saw
Boost
who he
Mobile?
called out, though. I mean, Bakram called out. What's his name? Gondora.
Nigga, everybody calling out Fedora. Xander
Yeah,
Zayas gonna fight Fedora.
Man, Xander Zayas gonna get beat up.
bro. That I watched that nigga Bakram's highlights the other day, bro. They better stay away from that nigga.
Bachram
I'm
might
telling you
win.
right now.
Bachram might beat him, but Xander Zayas, nah.
Nah, Xander too. He too.
He too
Uh,
green looking like I don't know. He made too many
Yeah,
mistakes.
I think if Xander fight, what's his name?
Gondora.
Fedora, he gonna get his ass beat the fuck up. It's gonna be funny too. I think he
Man,
gonna swell up real fast. I
it's
think he
gonna
gonna
be
swell
worse
up
than
big time.
it's gonna be worse than when he beat up my boy
Lubin.
Lubin.
So now
I had the utmost confidence in Lubin. And
y'all
that
know
broke
who
my
y'all
heart.
sleeping on? Charles Conwell.
Uh,
They be like, who
yeah.
the fuck is that?
They
Oh,
they
Yeah,
not
man, I'm
they
I
not
telling
know
you.
they not
who it
really
is,
giving him an
but yeah,
opportunity.
I'm definitely sleeping on him if
He's
that's
too
what you
much of
said.
a threat.
Yeah, you see, this is why black fighters should never sign with Golden Boy.
Yeah.
He fought an Argentina dude with his last fight, and he put on a beautiful performance. Guess what? That fight is nowhere to be found on Golden Boy YouTube page.
Because they don't promote their black fighters.
They don't, and they trying to hide him from Virgil Ortiz. That's what they trying to do, in my opinion, because they both on the same promotion. That's an easy fight to be made
They don't even mention them niggas' names together at all.
at
Nah.
all. It's like he don't exist.
Don't even exist.
I mean, that's how they be on Top Rank too.
I
You
don't know
see,
about
It's
that.
not even
Top Rank
shelf.
doing a good
man.
job with Keyshawn.
Well, that's after niggas done already sued him. Like, they was like, "Oh no, we got this black dude here and this black dude."
Shit, I
That's
don't know
why
who to
Shakur
believe,
got
bro.
that fight. That's why Shakur got the fight against what's the name? The little
Valdez.
druggy dude, drug cheat that beat up what's the name on drugs?
That motherfucker was
The
not trying to fight
Marine.
Shakur for the longest.
The Marine that beat up dang, I can't remember no names right now.
No,
That beat up Lamont Rowe.
he got the fight because with Valdez
Yeah, with Valdez.
because Crawford sued.
Yeah. So Shakur only got that fight because Crawford sued. And Valdez beat up um uh what's the name? What's his name? Well, he ain't even beat him up for real, but he was on drugs when he fought him. Kasey
Nah,
or whatever his
nah,
name
he
is.
beat Concession, or he lost to him. Really, it really was a robbery.
That's an
And,
underrated
and
win by Shakur, by the way.
and I'm pretty sure he was on drugs when he fought the Marine too. Dang, what is his
He
name?
never
Jamal
fought
Herring.
Herring, bro.
He ain't fight Heron?
Nah, I'm like, what are you talking about? He ain't never fought.
I thought he fought Heron before he fought Kasey. Or was it Shakur? I don't know. One of them.
Shakur fought Herring.
I know he fought Heron, but I felt like Valdez fought him too. I guess not. I ain't really
Nah,
pay attention to Valdez until
No,
he fought Kasey anyway.
Valdez, he knocked out Burchell on that juice
he put that man. He sent that
That's
man to the
crazy. They
shadows.
still let him fight, and he got caught on the juice before the fight.
because he fought on the native reservation and they didn't give a fuck.
That's crazy.
I know this boxing shit's cutthroat, but hey, it is what it
But
is. Devin Haney should continue that lawsuit, but that's on him. I
nah,
wouldn't.
they talk about the judge dismissed it. Nah, Devin dropped it. Like
Nah, it's not. It's not dropped. It's still
Devin,
active. It's active till
they paused it though.
come through with this law. Come through with the rematch. If he don't fall through with the rematch, the lawsuit's still in play. It's basically like on a temporary hold.
Yeah,
Both
they
parties
forced.
agree to hold.
They forcing the rematch, but Ryan out here
Man,
talking about fighting other
I'm,
people. Like
no, beat that nigga's ass first, then maybe you can do that shit. But take care of business in the ring first,
mm,
because that shit just a distraction.
they should be fighting next for real, but Ryan wanted a tune-up.
I mean, that makes sense, bro. They both been out for how long? A year,
It
maybe
don't
more.
matter. Dev wanted it back right now.
Well, that's not smart on his part either. Like, you got to be sharp.
Man, he
Remember
wanted.
what? Like, I'm gonna use Earl Spence as an example. I don't take tune-ups, man, because I can't get up for him. Like, bro, that's why I think Bud fought Avanesian before he fought Earl.
To
That
test
shit
them
makes it.
thumbs out.
I'm dead. I'm dead. But nah, like that shit does matter in boxing, bro. Being inactive, it definitely can affect you, your timing, all that stuff.
Yeah, but Avanesian didn't prepare him to fight Errol Spence.
No, I'm not saying it did, but it keeps you sharp. You know what I mean?
Just like Rolly Romero ain't gonna do nothing to prepare Ryan for
It,
Dev. They
it's
don't fight nothing alike.
it ain't about getting the best look. It's about just keeping your skill sharp. Knowing, remember how to take a punch. Because all that shit you do in sparring is not the same thing.
I mean, I guess, man. I think he trying to fight. He just brought that dude in his camp that the steroid abuser.
Cool.
You know, uh what's his name?
The nigga that fought Frank Martin.
No. As a trainer.
Oh, Conte.
Nah. The dude that he used to box and he was on steroids. He admitted after he and Freddie Roach was telling on him about the steroids. He kicked him out the camp because he told him he was on steroids. What is it? He an old boxer. He wasn't very good though.
I know what you're talking about.
I can't look him up because I'm on the stream. But yeah, Ryan just brought him into camp, and we like, what?
Ryan, he stepped out on Eddie Reynoso and them because they said he couldn't be close to his family or something. I'm like, bro, you can't stay away from your family for 2 months, like just to get ready for a fight. Like you'll see him again. I don't think this nigga's not serious, bro. Like I don't know how you lost to this nigga. I'm gonna be real with you, but you gotta right that wrong.
Who are you talking about?
Devin.
What loss, nigga? What are you talking about?
Oh well, okay. Let me rephrase that. I guess whatever the hell happened on that damn fight, you gotta
Nah,
right that wrong.
that
You know what
motherfucker
happened,
is
man.
gonna be a hater.
You know what happened.
Hey, nigga.
Bro was juiced to the gills.
Right,
They
nigga was
talk about
juicing.
it was a billionth of a gram. Well, even if it was a billionth of a gram, how did it get there? Like it shouldn't have even been there.
And that
That's just
whole
him
billion of a
cycling
gram shit, you
off.
know how dumb that shit sound? It's like, what are you saying? He only cheated a little bit?
I'm a bodybuilder. I know about all that stuff, and Ostarine is the perfect drug for a boxer. It helps you lose weight and build muscle at the same
Same
time.
time. Like, what are we talking about? Oh, I was hardly training.
And it's a SARM, so and it's a SARM that you could have a certain amount in your system in Vegas, but you can't in New York. So that's probably why he wanted to fight in Vegas because he knew he was on the Ostarine.
Yeah.
And then he probably been training on Ostarine the whole time he was off. He ain't take no drug test while he was off. And then all these people talking about it his samples was tainted, but he failed a test for the New York State Athletic Commission as well. So I mean, we
I ain't
know
wasn't a fan of Super
bro
League.
was on bro. Now Devin, I always thought Devin would beat Ryan, but I thought it would be like slightly competitive. So him being on Ostarine gave him a competitive edge. That boy hitting harder. I knew that every fight you gonna get hit, but you know that Ostarine, it's an androgen that forces your muscles to grow. So maybe that hit that might not have stung as much, it's stinging a little harder now. You know, it showed like bro wouldn't hit people like that. He caught Tank a few times and never wobbled that man.
And he
Well,
had
Tank,
Tank clinching several times.
I mean, he was
bro,
clinching, but he ain't look wobbled like Roach had him.
That's true.
I think Rose got more power than y'all want to give him credit for.
He ain't got more power than Ryan, especially on the Ostarine.
I
Ryan
mean,
looked like he was
look,
juiced up,
bro, y'all
man.
gonna call me a hater, but it is what it is. I saw JoJo Diaz buzz Devin Haney, so I mean, y'all act
You
like
talking
it's
about
hard to hurt
Devin
this
Nunes,
nigga.
yeah. You're a hater. That's plain and
He
simple.
I guess
but
so, bro.
Oh,
Because if JoJo Diaz can buzz you, I'm sure a lot of niggas can.
JoJo Diaz wasn't no bum, no.
He ain't no bum, but he's a 126 pounder, and he's not known for power. JoJo Diaz ain't no puncher. Like,
I don't I don't think Diaz was ever buzzed in that fight. I don't
yeah, he
remember that
was, bro.
happening.
right.
See,
I
look,
don't even know.
go
That
back,
No,
fight
I
was
don't
such a long
remember
time
that
ago. Like,
happening.
damn, nigga.
go
That nigga
back and
had
watch
phoned
that
that
fight.
shit
I
out his
promise
pocket.
you, you gonna see it. Yeah. Matter of fact, let me. Like, I'm tweaking or something.
You might be, man. I don't remember that.
Right. The fight was like fucking 5, 10 years ago. Like, goddamn.
And
Still, that's not a
I
guy
only
you should
remember,
be.
but
Go ahead.
I only remember
But I'm interested in this Staniosis fight though with Boots. So this is not an
Yeah,
easy
that's
fight.
gonna be an entertaining fight.
I
Not
don't
no
think.
Tova
I
shit.
think
And
Boots going.
I don't think you should be sleeping on Staniosis the way you are.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
somebody
I
gonna be
just
sleeping
am.
all right. It's gonna be Stanionis.
I'm sleeping
All
on
right.
Stanionis. I ain't gonna lie because Stanionis is tailor made for Boots. He gonna come
Tailor
straight
made.
in. He gonna come straight in. He ain't got the footwork Karen do.
Facts.
Stanionis
And
gonna get pieced
and he
up.
like to use that high guard. That's his defense. His high guard is his defense.
He
Boots
got more.
loves high
He
Boots
got
guard.
got
more
a
power.
mean. Boots got a mean body hook, man.
Hmm.
He got a
Ah,
fast counter and he got power.
Boots got better counters. Boots is way better counter puncher than
That's true.
Stanionis.
Boots is gonna get hit in that fight though. We know that.
and then Boots ain't like. I feel like because of the first Karen fight, Boots felt like he had something. Like he had to just go. He had to go in there and make a statement, knock him out. I don't think he gonna feel like that with this fight. Boots tried to go in there and just slaughter Karen, and he was a little sloppy in
Nah,
that.
nah. See, I seen when Boots is in there was with a nigga. He respects their power. He boxes a little bit more, like against Villa. He was using his jab, using his distance. Um, when he doesn't respect his opponents, he goes in there and does dumb shit.
Yeah,
So I
was
But
think
trash.
ain't that what you're supposed to do? Like what? Like you saying
no,
like what?
But
I
hey, I ain't gonna
understand,
lie,
but
Dirk and Mikey, y'all acting like Standiosis is a step down in competition from that Karen
he's
fight.
not. He's not. Well, I don't
I
think he's a
don't
better
think
fighter
Why
than
you so
Karen.
Stanionis
big on
beat
this
Karen.
standing on this guy? Like why you so big on him? He mid.
I don't think
No, he's a good
Stanionis
fighter,
beat
bro. You
Karen,
sleeping
man.
on Stanley. He's a good fighter.
He's a
He
good
not
fighter.
Ain't
He's
nobody
not
just
like
the
sleeping on him.
fighter,
I can see.
the style difference.
Stanionis would
What?
beat Ryan Garcia because Ryan is not hurting that nigga with that
Oh
weak ass
yeah,
left hook.
Stanionis will beat Ryan Garcia if he ain't on
Yeah,
the juice. He
and
ain't on the
Everybody about to
stylistically,
beat Ryan Garcia. Listen to what I'm saying. Y'all about to see Ryan Garcia get punched up. 2 years from now, y'all gonna be like, damn, Ryan Garcia ain't shit. Yeah, who? Ryan Garcia?
Ryan gonna fuck around and get knocked out by Rolly.
by Rolly,
Watch.
bro. That's what I kept
Didn't I
telling
say
people. Like
that, Art? Didn't I say that
Rolly,
already, Art? Didn't I
you
say that, Art?
I don't know about that though.
It's,
man,
it's
Art,
look,
possible,
haven't I
bro.
been saying that?
man,
It's
Rolly mess
possible.
around and catch Ryan, man. Ryan
He's
don't move
stupid.
well. He gonna try
He's
to do that
stupid.
jelly roll and get
Yeah,
pieced up.
bro. This
Rolly,
is boxing. You only need to you can get a tempo shot. You can get grazed on the head and get hurt with some crazy
Rolly
shit.
Rolly
already
gonna
It's
get
don't
possible.
DQ.
respect Ryan. He gonna
Yeah,
come, man.
and
He
his
gonna
defense
come
is
in.
terrible.
He gonna
He
come
not.
in swinging.
Yeah. Okay.
Ryan is really a mid fighter, to be honest with you, man. I've been saying this shit for years and years and
He is.
years.
I think he
He
good
really
enough to
mid.
beat the lower level
He's
fighters.
blessed.
Yeah, but
He's blessed with God given speed and power. That's about it.
I wouldn't even
yeah,
see God given or is it Osterman given?
Nah,
yeah,
nah.
because
Even
he only
without
been
the,
tested for two
I
fights, man.
mean, it. Look, bro. If you gave Devin Haney Austrian, he's not going to turn to Deontay Wilder overnight. That's what I'm saying.
He ain't no Wilder overnight,
Ryan
so we
ain't
ain't
turned
going.
him.
That's a bad faith argument. You just saying shit now.
I'm just saying you
He
making it
ain't no
seem like
Wilder yet.
Ryan wasn't cracking before the Austrian. Like he been punching.
No,
We don't, we don't, we
he
don't
been
know.
had
We
that
don't
silly
know
ass left
that.
hook. Yeah.
We don't know that. He only been tested for two fights.
I don't
Listen,
know. I mean, that's
he
probably
been
true.
had, no he
He ain't
no
get
that
tested
left
for
hook hurt people.
Duarte. He ain't
That
get
left
tested
hook
for
hurt people.
Duarte. There was no
That
testing for
left
the
hook was
Oscar
hurting people.
Duarte fight. There was no testing for any fight before Tank for Ryan. Ryan never.
Oh,
That's
it
why he
He
wasn't.
didn't know the
probably he
procedure.
probably was on that shit against Tank.
Nah. Tank made sure he got tested during.
Yeah.
He might. Yeah. Tank was
Uh,
saying he
Nah,
was
you
on
you
stuff.
know what's weird about you, bro? You know what's weird about you?
what?
You is talking about we don't know if he was on drugs or we don't know his whole career is in question and all that. But then when we talk about the guy that he got caught against cheating, you start hating.
I don't
Like
like Ryan
that's
either.
weird,
I
huh?
don't like Ryan either. I don't like none of them niggas.
But I'm just saying though, like that's weird to hate on. The only thing you can
It's like
say
this. You
about him
don't
is
like
about
Ryan,
the
but you
loss
don't like
that he
them.
took to
You
a
like
guy
them
that we
in
know for
front.
sure was on drugs.
That's fact. That's a fact.
So that's weird. Like, what type of man is you? Like,
What?
where your honor at?
So you want me to? I'm supposed to hate on Ryan?
Oh, now who
I,
was in it? No, I wasn't even talking about
he
you. I was talking about the other guy. Oh,
aggressive.
was that?
Why would
Oh
he?
no, I don't. I
Oh,
don't like
no, yeah,
Ryan.
you supposed to hate on Ryan. Yeah, you supposed. I hate on
I'm
Ryan.
actually, I'm actually
I
rooting for
definitely
Dev in
would.
that fight. Well, see, again, I'm conflicted because I want Boost to get that fight, so that's why I'm conflicted.
I ain't gonna lie.
I can't root for Ryan for for a lot of reasons, but at the same time, I want Boost to get that scalp because I don't think Devin Haney
Skill
can
for skill.
punish.
I'm talking about the skill in the ring with the guy. You know, I'm not really like a fan of the
Well,
drama part of it. I'm more
Ryan
so a
ain't
fan of
never
the.
gonna fight Boo.
skill for skill, Devin Haney and Hitchens are like the same fighter to me. Very similar fighters.
I think Devin
I
might
Hey,
be a
wouldn't
little.
say
you
that.
talking now? You talking some bullshit?
I think
I wouldn't say no shit
better.
like that.
You
Definitely talking some
tripping?
bullshit.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if we're talking about just skill, I think Keyshawn showed me more than Dev.
Keyshawn ain't.
No, how though?
Keyshawn a better inside fighter than Dev. Keyshawn a better counterpuncher than Dev. Keyshawn got better defense than Dev.
He does
Jab,
not.
yeah, he do, bro. He
You
don't be
just
getting hit
saying
with
shit,
stupid
bro. You
shit.
just saying shit. You
Yes,
just
he
saying shit.
do. He get hit by stupid shit
Keyshawn
by
ain't
worse
fought the level
fighters.
of competition of Dev. He ain't
He
fought the
got
I'm about
more
to
same
dog
say
than
level.
he
Dev
fought
too.
nobody.
He more of a dog than Dev too. So if he
How
get
is he
into a
more of a
dog fight,
dog than Dev?
because he
Dev
can get
was
into
in there with a guy on steroids. We thought his jaw was broke. He was in there getting punched all up. He kept getting up. That's dog.
because let me tell you why. Keyshawn wouldn't
Keyshawn,
lose to a nigga like Ryan Garcia. He would knock
Man, you
out
just
Ryan
saying shit.
Garcia.
Nah, man, you sleepy, bro. You sleepy. It's
He
Sunday.
would
It's
knock out
Sunday
Ryan
night, man. You
Garcia.
gotta work tomorrow, don't you? Man,
we
you gotta
don't
get
know
ready for
No,
that.
work, man.
I'm actually
We
off
don't know
tomorrow.
that.
But Ryan
That's
Ryan
just like some
Garcia
Go
Tank
ahead and
would
sit
fans
stop.
to
down,
be
bro.
like,
No,
oh,
go to
Tank will
work.
knock
Go in
this shit out.
anyway. Go in anyway, man. Just go in anyway,
Nah,
man.
nah. You
I
go
don't,
to work, nigga.
I don't want
Uh,
to talk stuff about Keyshawn because I like Keyshawn too. So I'm just saying I don't think he on Devin level yet. For real. Honestly, as far as skill,
based on
now
what?
he might have power over him. Yeah. I don't
He got
but
more than that, bro.
I don't think he got more dog either. Well, we don't know that because his chin ain't even been tested yet.
Let me
Who been
ask you a
punched on
question. I want
Keyshawn?
y'all to be very honest. If Keyshawn would have fought the same JoJo Diaz that Dev fought, you think Dev would have stopped? You think Keyshawn would have stopped him?
We don't know.
All right, bro.
We
All
can
right.
always do speculative things. We can always say speculation and stuff, but we don't know. Everybody be saying David Benavidez a beat up Canelo, but we don't know because they ain't fought. We can
Well,
say
that nigga
we can say
Canelo.
eye test and all that all we want, but we ain't seen it. I think Benavidez beats Bivol and better be it, but I don't know. I ain't seen it. I want to see it, but it's just like all these Tank people. Before Tank fought Lamont, I'm like, man, Lamont ain't got no chance. And look what happened. I lost my money. I shouldn't even bet on that fight because Tank was the heavy favorite. Shoot, if I would have bet on the draw,
Okay, I found it. So he got buzzed by JoJo in the round 8.
Being buzzed, that don't really do nothing for me, bro. I don't know. Like, I done seen Mayweather buzzed. I done seen Ali buzzed. I done seen
We seen
everybody
Mayweather
buzzed.
get buzzed by Hall of Famers and niggas that's known for
No,
punching.
you didn't. Chop Chop ain't no damn Hall of
well, I'm
Famer.
about to say his hardest fight. He said his hardest fight wasn't a Hall of
Was
Chop
Fame.
Chop
Emmanuel
better
Yeah,
than
this nigga talking
Augustus, and
about
Emmanuel
he
Augustus
only got
should be a
buzzed
Hall
by
of
Hall
Famer
of
by the
Famers.
way.
Nigga, get
yeah.
the fuck out of here.
JoJo ain't no future Hall of Famer.
Nigga, Chop Chop ain't no
Listen,
Hall of Famer. He hurt fucking
this boxing, bro. This boxing.
I don't even know why
Anybody can
we
get
even
buzzed.
bringing Flo in this discussion. We shouldn't even put
No,
Dev
I'm
and
just
Flo in the
saying.
same.
No, I'm just saying. I saying everybody buzzed, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Everybody get buzzed. It's boxing. You're in a fight, bro. This shit is uncomfortable. You fighting another killer, a nigga that been training the same as you. So yeah, everybody gonna get buzzed. That
Yeah,
don't do nothing
I,
for me.
I seen Bud buzzed against little ass
Gamboa.
Gamboa with
Joe did. Sure did. Everybody seen that. So
He
that
just
don't really
probably
like you said something. Oh, he got buzzed, so that killed everything that he done did because
he
he
got
got
Uh,
buzzed
buzzed.
yeah.
by green beans too.
I mean, it's a motherfucking prize fight, bro. You
Well,
gotta
But
better
it's all
understand that.
yeah. You wouldn't say that he, you wouldn't diminish
We just
Crawford.
seen Mason get dropped by a guy. I can't even remember his name. Mason just got dropped, so I can't even remember the guy's name. That
I
shit
uh,
ain't,
don't mean nothing, bro.
I ain't
that
never
nigga
been
was
too
known for
high on
punching.
Mason. I only root for him because he's from Ohio.
You ain't even from Ohio. I'm from Ohio. I'm a real Ohioan. Your
From
ass ain't even from
Cincinnati.
Ohio.
What you mean?
Man, you from
Cleveland ain't
Africa, man.
Cleveland trash. Bro,
Yeah,
talking about
you
from
from you
real
from Africa.
Ohio.
Africa is trash. Huh?
I'm from
He
Africa.
he trash, but he literally the same type of fighter Dev is. They similar.
Who?
Africa,
Who?
Africa, Hitchens.
No, I said he from Africa. I ain't say nothing about the Hitchens. I wasn't talking
Oh,
about no Hitchens.
I'm from Africa now. I sound like I'm from Africa.
Oh, we don't know where you from, bro. You talking about you from Cincinnati? Cincinnati trash. That weak ass
Cleveland
shit. That
trash.
shit.
Cleveland broke as
Them
hell. You
country
talking
ass
about?
niggas in Cincinnati. Them niggas country as a motherfucker.
Do
Oh,
you not
black
hear
hillbilly
yourself?
ass niggas. Them niggas fucking
You
Kentucky. That's
crazy.
Kentucky, nigga. That's Kentucky for real. We don't fuck with you.
I don't give a fuck who you fuck with. Fuck you
Man, that shit
mean?
is fucking Kentucky. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
all right.
you did.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Cleveland ain't shit. Don't nobody be like, oh, let's go to Cleveland.
Don't nobody
Nobody.
be like, oh, let's go to
Nobody.
Cincinnati. Oh, let's go
Yeah,
to Cincinnati. Huh?
yeah,
Don't nobody want to go
that
to
yeah.
Cincinnati for what?
Y'all the poor. Y'all down there dating. Y'all the poorest. Y'all the poorest city
Dayton
in
is we ain't
Ohio.
no you damn near you more Dayton than
Stop
us.
it.
You got
Stop
more
it.
Dayton motherfuckers. Don't
Stop
nobody
it.
from Dayton come to
so
Stop
Cleveland.
it.
yeah,
Cleveland.
y'all
You funny
basically
as hell.
arguing whose city more shittier because it don't sound like
No,
you
we ain't
arguing who
arguing
got
about
it.
Uh, He
huh?
talking about I'm from Africa, bruh. Stop it,
Oh no, I want to talk to you. I
bruh.
thought the other
Stop
dude
it.
was talking.
You sound
Bro,
goofy.
look at that fucking the way you dressed in that photo. You look like you from Africa. You dress like an African. That's how Africans dress when they try to dress American.
Nah, I'm
You
a
dress just like an
superintendent
African.
for a contracting company called Structure Tech, big dog.
Yep, there it go. There it go. Yep, African. Yep.
Ah, here we go.
Yeah, you dress like an African. You look like
Hey,
you trying to
Vovo, you
dress
can't be
American.
beef with all my guests now, man.
Man,
Yeah,
no, these niggas they coming for me. Don't disrespect my city. And don't disrespect my state.
Nah, but
Bro,
hey,
all I said was I fuck with
what's wrong with
Abdullah
you
because
niggas,
he
bro?
from
Like,
Ohio, goofy.
oh
What
man,
he say? What?
I said all I said was I fuck with Abdullah Mason because he from Ohio, goofy. And you talking about you
Who
from
the
Africa. You ain't even from Ohio.
No, I thought you was from Africa because the way you dressed in the photo, brother. I apologize. You dressed like an African.
I dress like
That's
an
all I'm
African.
saying.
Nah,
Yeah,
I
that's
had
how
to
Africans dress.
that's how I got to dress at work.
Yeah, I apologize, brother. You dress like an African. You got to dress like an
what's
African
wrong?
at work.
What's wrong
Okay.
with being dressed like an
I
African?
got a suit on.
Africans can't dress. Everybody know Africans can't dress.
That's
Because I
not
got a
true.
suit on.
I think you got to get
That
out more,
is
bro. You might have
100%
something
true.
like
Don't
internal hatred.
nobody
Ah,
wants to
man,
dress like a fucking
hold on.
African.
Before that,
Everybody
I'm
want to
about to
dress
say
like a
I gotta
black
get up
man.
out of here though. I'm gonna holler
Bro,
at
that's
you.
you sound
crazy,
ignorant.
bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you, but
I'm gonna
whatever.
holler at you. I'll be at apparel.com.